Alright, here we go.
둥글게 감겨 시작과 끝이 맞닿아 있는 실타래가 있었다. 모든 순간은 시실과 날실이 되어 짜여지며 시간은 흐르지 않고 한 자리.
자, 읽어봐.
리오슈?
너의 첫울음과 마지막 숨결 사이 모든 순간의 한가운데에서 나는 너를 보고 있다.
아니, 그 글자는 그렇게 읽는 게 아니라 요시데라고 읽는 거다.
요시히데.
요슈!
요슈!
이게 더 편하고 이쁘잖아.
길을 잃은 내 아이야. 돌아오는 방향을 모르겠다며 가장 아팠던 첫 매듭을 그 떨림이 내가 있단다.
Hey Silver.
오늘이군요.
Today's the day.
네, 오늘이네요.
Today's the day indeed, boss. Are you?
잠깐
Hold.
떨리면
Please don't ask me if I am nervous. Only ordinary, unremarkable researchers with a particularly low level of confidence in their own material ever get nervous.
말하고 보니
Guess who?
학회 때 청시간
Broder.
한 점씩 먹고도
Peak
3초
LCE
5번
true.
습성을 떨던 자가 생각나는군.
Your unfinished query has reminded me of the last academic assembly. What the fuck? There's this fellow who simply could not stop their hands from shaking with a frequency of 5 oscillations every 3 seconds, even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. What a miserable sight that was. Oh, holy shit, he's still going. Perhaps the fear that attendees may not possess the intelligence to comprehend even half of my presentation may source a reasonable level of anxiety, potent enough to make my legs tremble somewhat. But I have been quite relieved of that concern after you reviewed my materials. If both of you were able to understand it, then the audience should have no problem following the general narrative.
적어도
At least you won't be dosing the audience chock full of your verbal sedative this time.
그러고 보니
On another note, have you any clue as to why our
왜 여태껏
cooperation
진행이 안
request for
됐는지
additional research is still pending approval?
LCA 연구 개발
LCA R&D team has repeatedly denied our request apparently, were it to focus solely on our present research. Rather narrow-minded bunch, aren't they? Do we know specifically who denied our requests? The assistant manager who simply could not stop their hands from shaking, even after taking an entire fistful of tranquility boluses. Seems pretty obvious that they're still carrying the grudge from when you scoffed at them. Is that so? Well, they'll have no choice but to approve our request after this presentation. Our present research has already progressed beyond the point of satisfaction after all. Copes by over-explaining how stressed he is.
안녕.
Of course, boss. Of course. This won't do. Though the motivation behind my additional research request was to sate a personal curiosity, I have no doubts in my mind that it will end up benefiting the company's bottom line. Martin, do you have our additional research proposal with you? Even the LCA will have no recourse but to approve it once they see the projected gains from its success. Ah, that. I left it back at the research hall. Didn't think we'd need it today. A successful outcome of that research should also be able to boost the efficiency of our electrical systems. I'm sure the need for more power is a mutual concern. We already have a precious little to spare with how much energy our present research consumes.
연구실 난방기에 쓰는
Yeah,
전력도
we know.
없다고.
We even had to
다 같이
conduct our
추위에
experiments in the
떨면서
freezing
실험했었죠.
cold because we rerouted power from the heating systems to
내구
save
정비력을
electricity.
따지겠지만.
Well, I stayed toasty thanks to my ego gear, but still.
아무튼
Anyways,
계획서는 제가
I'll go grab the
가져올게요.
proposal. You two should focus
팀장님이랑
on the
맞추시는-
presentation prep. Click. Whoa! Requesting support. This is LCE department. Corridor YS4. Requesting immediate support. The situation's a code. Gah!
미안하구나.
I didn't wish to so unnecessarily cut him off, but as it seems he passed out, let me be the messenger instead, though I won't bother with a fancy code speak.
이곳에는
The situation here is entirely hopeless, was probably what he wished to say. Ah, the fucking flashback, god. A good deal of time had passed since we had said our heartfelt farewells to Jia Zichun, yet we still remain stuck in Hongyuan.
오늘 출발하는 거 맞냐?
You sure we're setting off today?
헷갈린
Reckon
거
you got
아니고?
the date wrong.
그건 아닌데.
I'm pretty sure I didn't, but even Saad's late. She was supposed to get Virgilius and Pilot.
홍원 밖으로 이어지는 직통도로가 코앞.
Right ahead lies the road that leads straight out of Hongyuan. Even Saad's memo telling us to drive out here with a truck, there should be no room for error this time.
그랬으면 좋겠네요.
I sure hope that's the case.
대관원에서 나올 때 문지기 분들이 몇
When we
시에
left
돌아오는지
Daguan earlier, the guards at the gate actually asked me what time we'd be coming back. They probably think we've taken up permanent residence here at H-Corp.
그럴만하지.
Not surprising after saying goodbyes left and right, not to mention 2 farewell banquets. We're still sitting here on our butts without any sign of leaving. Exactly, by now Virg should have appeared out of nowhere with his usual time to move on to our next destination, Dante, like he always does. Then Karen would say, off we go, Mephi, vroom vroom. It's been forever since I heard her last. I don't think there was ever a time Virgilius was gone this long. The breach of contract may have led to extra workload for him, but even so, his prolonged absence remains unusual. All this just because he went out of his way to help us?
그렇지는 않습니다.
Not necessarily.
당시의 계약
Oh,
위반
fuck.
사항으로 인한 징계가 남아 있는 것은 사실이지만
Imagine how awkward the second banquet was.
LCC와의 업무는
Hey, the food was
다시
fire
진시가
though.
가져가 된 직후에
While it is true that the penalty incurred from breaching the contract yet remains, the LCC's operation in H-Corp, which he was assisting with, was immediately concluded following Jia Zichun's inauguration as the family hierarch. I failed to think of any other reason apart from that. Oh yeah, I know that's right, Dante. Maybe he's just off doing whatever he usually does when spending time with Karen? Is it Sharon? Karen? Karen? Fuck. Everyone turned to look at Faust.
베르길리우스 씨가
At this
자리를
point,
비우는
there's no
부분에 대해서
information that can be
아직
shared
여러분에게
regarding
공유드릴 수 있는
Virgilius'
상황은
absence. Maybe we can ask Virgilius when he gets here? Well,
이
good.
양반이 자기 목적지를 밝히는
You honestly
게 있겠어?
reckon he'd say a word about where he
우리한테
was?
맨날 어디
That
가야만
bloke
한다고
only ever
그러지.
tells us where to go, never where he's off to. Verily, and never had he deigned to bring any of us on his ice cream trips, save young Karen. Oh! Perchance, his path is that of a culinary journey to sample the unique specialties of each district.
이게 무슨 맛집
Be serious for
탐방
one
모임도 아니고
second, lass.
딴 이유겠냐?
This ain't a foodie tour.
저희의 길을 안내해 주는
Aside
것과
from
별개
guiding our path,
베르길리우스 씨의
it may
길은
simply be that Virgilius has a path of his own to walk. I suppose he's being his usual absentee self, but that don't explain why Saad ain't here, does it? We've been late plenty of times, yeah, but it ain't like the last to keep us hanging.
작전의 변경점이라도
Maybe there's
생긴 건
been a
아닐까?
change of plans?
보통 작전 중
When an
연락이
operative
두절되는
goes dark
이유는
without warning,
변경이 아니라
it's
변수
usually
때문일
due to an
가능성이
unforeseen
높지.
variable, not a change of plans. Uh-oh. Oh, wait.
자기 어떻게 돼?
Oh, holy, what happened to you? Oh. Is she missing an arm? Or is it just like... Holy fuck. Oh, yep, she's missing an arm. Holy moly. Slash and Fury, hold on. This is my goated story team. Hold on. I don't even know what I'm gonna run. I'll just run boys.
지위를 받는 건 오랜만이네요.
Can I dispense the new IDs yet, or is it not
화점해두지.
like soon enough?
출전
잠시
고래를
아, 이번 회
수금할
Oh, you can
시간이야.
deploy 7 now? Fuck.
주인놈 뜻에 따라 언제나 준비되어 있다.
총은 수지 타산에 맞게
She's unarmed truth nuke.
지금 바로
Can't
전투를
dispense yet.
준비해 주세요.
Prepare for battle immediately.
저는
I am no longer able to operate. As you
더
can
이상
plainly
작전을
see,
수행할 수
I
없는
need
상황이라
your help.
여러분의
Just like
도움이
K-Corp
필요합니다.
ampule yourself.
베르길리우스 씨와
Immediately
작전을
after rendezvousing with Mr. Virgilius, I was ambushed,
먹지 않아.
and the attackers will be here any minute.
습격 인원은
How many hostiles? Two.
한 명은 베르길리우스
While Mr. Virgilius was dealing with one of them,
베르가?
Virg was. Well, then maybe Virg's already on his way back after wiping the floor with both of them? No, I don't think so. It's Karen. I lost her. They tore off the arm I was holding onto Karen with. I never should have let go. I never should have let that happen. Thou couldst not hold on to young Karen. How? What?
혹시
Did they take Karen hostage? Yes, I could not stop them from taking Karen. What about Pilot? Oh, don't tell me Pilot fucking died! No!
상처가 깊지만 의식은
Pilot was
마지막까지
heavily
남아있었어요.
wounded, but the last time I saw him, he was conscious. We should prepare for battle now.
적어도 목표는
At least our
명확하고
current objective is clear, Executive
쫓아온
Manager.
습격자를
First,
처리한
take out the
가루를
pursuers,
구하면
then
될 것
rescue
같습니다,
Karen.
관리자님.
While the exact motive of the
비록 적의
perpetrators is
의중은
yet to
아직
be
어쩌면
revealed,
이 습격이
we
끝이
may be
아닐지도
facing
몰라요.
multiple fronts. I
아까
briefly
이곳으로
picked up a
도망치던
transmission
와중에
from HQ
본사에
while
무전이
running this way, and
흘러들어왔는데
sudden buzz of white noise breaks through the truck's silence. Ah, any station, respond, respond. This is LCB, I read you, what's your situation? Over. HQ research facility. Research facility? Under attack! My darling daughter, I hope you've been doing well for yourself out there. But don't you think it's time you stopped playing and came home? Utter silence descends. Ha.
시계
The spiders have spun their web
젖었다.
clock. Web?
피할 수 없는
And it's woven
길에
so intricately, there's no way
근사하게도
around it. Do you think these attackers have something to do with that, Lei Hang guy from
그럴
earlier?
리가.
Unlikely.
그놈은
He's
스쳐가는
just
과외
one of
선생들
my
중
many passing
하나였을 뿐.
tutors.
도대체 누가
Then who could have? It's the headquarters for
아니고.
crying out loud.
모르겠어요.
I don't know. The HQ, it's not the kind of place someone can just force their way into.
그곳에 무단 침입이라.
Breaking into a place like that, it's completely unthinkable. Puff.
그래.
Fine. I didn't
그들이
expect them
날
to come
직접
find me
찾아올 리가
themselves.
없지. 거미줄을
Once the spiders have
쳐놓으면
spun their web, they tend to wait for the
먹이는
prey
알아서
to stumble into
걸려들기
it,
마련이야.
after all.
묘슈 씨.
Ryoshu, is this all just
그저 재밌는
some
일에
amusing
지나지 않는
diversion for
건가요?
you?
그래.
Sure is.
그토록 고대하던 시간이
The long-awaited
마침내
moment has finally
제 발로
found me.
두근거리는
Why
게
wouldn't I be
당연하지
excited?
않아.
That's just...
하지만
But don't presume
유희에 대한
my excitement
기대와
for the coming pleasure
진심은
will not interfere with my
별개의 용. 나는
effectiveness.
단 한순간
I've never once let enjoyment get in the way of taking the job seriously. Not ever, not now.
곧 이곳까지 올 거라 했지.
You said the assailants will be here
버스
soon.
기사를 데려간
Is the one who
놈도
took the driver coming
여기로
too? Karen,
씨한테 무슨
if anything
일이라도
happens to
생기면
Miss Karen, I
붉은 시선님을
wouldn't be able to bring
볼
myself to
영역이
face the red gaze. This isn't
대화가
going
안 돼.
anywhere.
거미들이
The
버스
spiders
기사를
won't hurt the
건들
driver.
버스 기사는
She's just the
커다란
bait to
먹잇감을
lure out the
낚기 위한 미끼.
bigger prey.
그러니
So stop
볼썽스럽게
panicking
떨지
and set us
말고.
up. It's unsightly. What?
이 트럭의
The back door
뒷문.
of this truck. Can it
지금
connect us
당장
directly to the
본사
HQ
연구소로
research
연결할 수 있는
facility
건가?
right this instant?
잠시만요.
Wait, it can, but
가능한 본사로
to
직행하는
use the
뒷문
backdoor
코드를
portal that
이용하면
leads straight to the
잡혀있는
HQ,
보안
I need to
코드를
verify the
확인해서
security code written
조금
specifically for
시간이
each
걸릴
coordinate.
거예요.
It's going to take some time. Heh, gives
곧
us
내
enough
놈을
time to
쫓아온
deal with your
녀석을
pursuer.
상대하고
그런데 본사로 가도 괜찮은
So,
거였나요?
are we sure it's a good idea for us to head to the HQ? I feel like we're walking ourselves into a trap here. What if we requested assistance from Dagwon Yuan instead?
방법은 될 수
That
있겠지.
can be a solution,
하지만
yes.
본사가 엮인
However,
이상
as this concerns our
승부를
HQ,
따해도 날개
resolving
손을
this
빌려
crisis with help
해결했다가는
from a wing, even
차후
one whose leader
어마어마한
we are on
대가를
good
치러야 할
terms with,
거다.
will require an enormous favor to be repaid.
관리자님,
Your decision,
어떻게
Executive
하시-
Manager? We'll head straight to the HQ research facility as soon as Sod opens the portal.
각오하는 게
Better prepare
좋을
yourselves. What awaits us, without a single shred of doubt, is hell.
나라를 넌
And there, in its depths,
기다리고
lies
있던 게
something that has
있었어.
always been waiting for me. strums above us, blocking the vehicle's roof. We have been found.
이거
Boy, then shouldn't we get out of the truck before it caves in over our heads?
아니요.
No.
이
P
트럭은
Corp singularity
피사의
protects this truck.
특이점이 적용되어 있다고
Remember?
했잖아요.
Something that's supposed to keep
외부로부터
whatever's
안전하게
inside
보호해주는
safe.
거예요.
We should just lie low in here
오히려 안에
until.
안전한
Yeah,
건
you sure about that? I can see a
지금
teensy
천장에
crack in the ceiling. A crack? That makes no sense. The ceiling
그냥
should be
텐션이
elastic
강해서
enough to bend
오스바나
under
힘은
most
피기만
physical
할 텐데.
impacts instead of cracking.
차량형 이동장치 외벽에 피사의 특이점이
It is
적용된
true
것은
that the
맞습니다.
exterior of this vehicular transportation device utilizes P Corp
그래서
singularity.
트럭은
That is why
밖에서
this
볼
truck is
때보다
more
안이
spacious
넓고
inside than it appears
외부
from the outside,
충격으로부터
and has
방어하기
good
좋죠.
defenses against external forces.
다만 피사에서 저희가 탑승했던
However,
시험 모델과 달리
unlike the experimental model we
이
boarded in
차량은
P Corp, this vehicle
리포팀의
appears to
원활한
be a
배치가
more
목적으로 운영되는
affordable model
저가형
used
모델로
flexibly as a
보이는군요.
shuttle for the before team's deployment.
충분한
That
성능을
is to say
위해서는
that for a
언제나 그에
singularity
걸맞은
technology
값이
to
들고
perform at a competent level,
그렇지 않은 제품은
a higher level
특이점을
investment
할때
is required.
파괴될 수
Budget
있다는
models,
겁니다.
even those with singularities, can still end up being countered,
싸구려라는
so they
거네.
cheapened out.
그렇다면
Then the
거미
assailant is not one of the
지배하기는
nurse fathers from the House of Spiders.
아비 중1 명이
If it were one of them, the first shot
이
would have
정도
shattered
격은
this wall into
젖소음과 함께
pieces.
박
I suppose kicking off with the
처음부터
top
강한
dogs
놈이
would have made for a
나타나는
rather bland story
너무
progression.
위라면
The nurse fathers? Wait, you mean the same people Lee hang?
상황이 끝난
We'll have time for speculations later. Executive manager, the ceiling's about to cave in. Go for the kill the moment they get inside. At the ready, men. Wait, don't engage. Is it Virgilius?
내 시간이랐을 뿐. 숨은 온전히
She's only unconscious and breathing still. I see. You cut off Sod's arm. You cut Sod's arm off so you'd have something to track her down with.
예상대로
And she has gone straight to seek help from her comrades.
반응을 지켜보고
It was indeed a correct decision for us to wait and see how she'd react. The intruder continued, glancing towards Sod. As if in response to that, Ryoshu placed her hand on her scabbard. Ryoshu? BDOK. They don't dare hurt the bus driver. So don't make a fuss, Claw. Huh? What do you mean she's okay, Ryoshu? Oh, parried that, did you?
인질은
Have you no regard for the hostage's life? You won't dare let her die unless you're planning to incur the Red Guide's wrath.
전투의 예법을
I had
지키기
intended
위해
to face you one at a time, at the
상대되기로
propriety of honorable combat. What? As the propriety of honorable combat dictates, but unfortunately, since I cannot take her back until my master arrives. What the fuck is that? The intruder gestured with his hand, and strange, bizarre things dropped through the ceiling with a thumb.
필요한 무기를
I must resort to using some borrowed weapons.
그건
Are those distortions or monsters of some kind? No, I think they're people.
저 자식이 말한 그
His master,
스승이란 놈.
Virgilius, is supposed to be handling whoever that is, yeah.
생날이
The color most illustrious must be deterred from wielding his full might on account of young Karen's capture.
카론을 구해서
Then we
본사로
rescue
어디든
Karen and
보내기만
book it to
해도
HQ or wherever.
길잡이가 전력을 다할
That'll
수
let the
있는 거
guide
아니야?
go all out.
당장 할 수 있는
Yeah, that seems to be the best shot we have at this moment. I never should have let go. Your arm was torn off, dog, for fucking real. What's she fucking yapping about? Brokey company. Am I winning? We'll see. The cheap bus. Well, that's the before team. That's the cheap before bus team.
해당 요원에 대한 평가를 청진합니다. 아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
Hey yo.
저놈을 추적해.
Oh yeah, what's her special effect?
기회를 잡았네. 희청이는 저자를
Deal
못
plus
넘기면
10% damage.
저들의 사기가 떨어질 것이 뻔하지.
Oh, okay.
역가세.
타겟 포착. 1시 방향.
What the fuck is that attack? Oh no. It's all gone. going downhill. It's all gone to shit.
전열을 지켜라. 내게 관심이 쏠렸으니 너희가 공격할 기회는 더 없다.
優れた式ですね。
よっちゃん
サンタさんのエリートオペレーター並みの腕前です。敵は深手を負っています。
Holy fuck, what's happening? Why do I not have fucking fluid sac equipped?
즐겁겠군.
Surely he doesn't get staggered by that.
정리 요원 일부의 코마 상태 진입을 감지했습니다. 적절한 대처를 취하거나 열차 밖으로 추출하여
공전만 노린다.
청소를 방해하지 않게 하시길 권장드립니다.
우리를 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강하네. 아하.
히스테리가 주요 것들
저놈을 추적해.
그 삶의 마침표를 이러면 볼 수 있죠?
공로 지원한다.
꿈을 꾸러.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
敵は深手を負ってい
뺀다.
ます。
사월을 봐.
이 작살은
Holy
필살의
fuck,
신념이
what happened to Ishmael's sanity?
보았나? 저건 이렇게
워프 열차 연산 시스템이 정리 방식의 선택이 적절했음을 판단했습니다. 훌륭합니다.
민감을 좀
먼저 빠진다.
敵の調子が悪くなっているみたいです。
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네. 확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네. 나의 승리다.
Oh, I didn't even fucking read the enemies thing.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐?
The
저놈들
ring
무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
corporist auto mannequin combatant. I think that's something. I might be a brokey.
꽃을 피워볼까요?
Oh
囚
boy,
人
is
が
this
皆さ
a...
んの状態を確認する必要があ
Oh
りそうです。
no, they put a focused encounter this early? The thumb.
총원 불격!
Oh no! Why would you use your S3 on the first turn, Heathcliff?
이러면 쏠 수 있죠? 쏜다.
I'm doomed? That's crazy. I probably am. Oh, come on! Oh wait, we won. W. Oh wait, that was an assist attack?
훌륭합니다. 하지만 서야 할 자세가.
Holy fuck.
本当に嬉しいです。
전투응대에 나선
Go to theme? Yeah, it's going hard.
그 삶의 마침표를
Headshot? Oh wait, yes.
키스카이가 지금 시야 확보. 쏜다.
What the fuck is that booze bottle thing? Oh, is that Karen?
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
効果的な攻撃でした。気の調子が悪くなっているみたいで
What
す。
the fuck is happening? What? His name is Lucio? What? Okay. I guess I could have Faust clash it. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Wait. No clue why fucking Winrate would do that to me. Is this clashable? Why is it fucking like massively? What is this? Cannot be staggered before using the skill target fixed. Okay. Okay. Okay, who's the targeting? Stop. That could be really good.
타겟 포착. 한 시간.
Come on. Money.
매우 효과적인
Money.
상황입니다. 워프 열차 연성
What's that
해당
spell?
유형의 약
Loads of money.
판단했습니다.
Oh no. Heathcliff? Heathcliff!
이 작살엔
Oh fuck, wait, did I not have her retarget? She wasn't supposed to target her. Whoops.
가슴 가장 깊은 곳까지 박히도록.
I might have trolled too close to the sun with the Winrate button.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 성신합니다.
Where is...
총원 불격!
키스카이가 지금 공로가 지원한다.
Announced that by an announcer. True. What are we doing? What are we doing?
저놈을 추적해.
Oh wait, W assist attack.
알립니다. 상황이 통제될 가능성이
Textbook.
지속적으로 상승하고 있습니다. 요원 여러분들은 분투하시어 빠른 사태 진화에 협조하시길
I
부탁드립니다.
don't think Bro's losing the clash. Here we go. You still have bullets.
타겟 포착 1시간.
흐드러지게.
야! 기세가 수그러지는 공격의 기회다!
유혈적 폭력 사태의 진압 가능성이 50%를 상회했습니다.
Why dawn again?
승객
What the
일부의
fuck?
문제를 감지했으나 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 요소가
This-
큰 문제가
that would
아니라고
be-
판단하고 있습니다.
Oh, I
노고에
can't.
감사드립니다.
Lame.
타겟 포착 1시간.
That should have been a kill. That's fucked up.
꿈을 꾸러 갔지.
살을 베어내고
Oh fuck, that's a lot of burn on Dawn. What the fuck?
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지
これが必
지금을
要な戦い
반복한다.
であれば
쉴 새는 없다.
Whoops.
벤다 4월을
Oh, I forgot. Whoops. She's slow.
잘했군. 한 놈도 남지 않을 때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
He sees the backdoor side of the truck. Even if the portal opens, we can't.
상황은 똑같아.
Doesn't change what needs to be done. We take care of him, get the bus early, and head off to HQ.
인자
For fuck's sake! Whoa! Can he drop those? We can't even fight full out. I didn't even look at what the effect was. Whoops. Despite Ryoshu's assurance, the sinners did not share her confidence that no harm would come to Karen.
미련한 새.
Bothersome little half-wit.
팔을
Arm
더
straight, I
선으로
said. How many
뻗으라고.
times? Just how many times must I repeat myself? Oh, stop making a fuss. It couldn't have hurt that much. On your feet. Get off your ass. What makes you think you deserve a break? Quit being a whiny little brat and pick up that sword. Slash straight. See? That wasn't so hard, was it? If I ever hear you whining again, I'll rip your hair clean off your head. So get your act together. You're no stranger to the sword style.
좋습니다.
The
저 또한
paler
모험수를
mitten
배우기에.
style. I've been trained in it as well.
발렌치나.
Did you learn it from
매번 술에 쩔어 있는
Valencina?
그놈에게 배웠나?
Valencina, that booze hound?
그런 저속한
Must
사람,
ask you not to insult her with such a crude epithet. My master gave me an order when she
스승께서
imparted the
팔레름으로
style to me,
당신의 검술과
to temper and hone it until my
한없이
mastery of
닮으실
it becomes
때까지
indistinguishable from yours.
이제 제 팔레름은
My swordcraft is now on par with that of
거미집에
your
있던
past
과거의
self when you still
비슷한
belonged
수준에
in the House of Spiders.
검술을 배워 이해하는
Learning it
것도
without
아니고
understanding anything, and
그저
only
난
obsessively
베껴내려
copying me?
그깟 흉내
Wasting
내기를
time
위해
over such
시간을
mimicry,
할애하다니.
it's beyond
그
ridiculous.
모방뿐이라.
You're no more than a copycat, and
거물진
the angle of the
손목의
wrist, the disturbance between the
두
feet,
발의
the
강타.
balance of the sword itself,
검의
every one of
무게중심.
these has to be exact, because even a single
하나라도
incongruity.
왜 처맞을
Are
걸
you
알면서도
actually that
자세가
incompetent, or do you
자꾸
enjoy the beating? Maintain your stance.
달라지는 대가리
Don't
쓰지
bother
말고
your stupid little
알려준
head
방법대로만
trying to be
해.
clever and just stick to what you've been taught.
빼먹지 말고.
Take what you
그냥
memorized and
움직이라고.
move. The sooner you become the
하루라도
blade that
빨리
cuts through all, the better.
모든
Only
것을
then
배워내는
can I
언제 무너질지 모르는
will break
외줄타기
your
같은
form,
검술.
making your swordsmanship as precarious as a tightrope walk headed straight for a fall. Puff. You're no
너도
different from
저기
those
있는
wind-up
인형과
dolls over
다를게.
there.
태엽 인형이어도
Call me a
상관없습니다.
wind-up doll all you want, it doesn't matter.
지도
You, likewise, are unable to recall and properly wield the
구사도 하지 못하니
paler mitten style,
저는 제 필요성
which tells me my usefulness has not yet run its course.
같은 자세를
I must perfect every form you've been taught, even if I must repeat the same stance 1,000,
당신이 배운
no,
모든 자세를
10,000
완벽히
times over.
구사하시면을 위해
If I am to be a perfectly tailored textbook for you,
내놈 같은
what if I
애새끼
said I have no
학습지
need for
그건 필요
childish
없다며?
study aids?
거절은
Your rejection is inconsequential. My role as your textbook has already begun. Ha! Then I will illustrate my very own art for you,
형체조차
until you're
남지 않게
slashed complete beyond
갈라버려야겠다.
recognition. Damn, my eyes torn up again. Yep, landed on the right place. That's my ticket, alright. Yeah! I told you, Lucio. You could spend years honing your skills. That still won't be enough to catch up to our Yoshihide. Damn, what the fuck? The man staggered a little, his head jerking to the side from the impact of the blow. Isn't it obvious now that you've seen it yourself? How sad and pathetic your progress is. This is the problem with greenhorns who haven't had a taste of the war. They don't know what it's like to crawl through the muck and grime of the battlefield where the slightest inattention can get your head blown clean off. When faced with a superior opponent, don't just rely on brawn, but redirect the force of their attack to the side by locking their arc with the tip of your sword. I said it time and time again. Oh, just one time
가수를
again.
상대할 때는 자세를 낮추고
Hot fucking
뇌적을
twink,
바로
yeah!
크게
Hot
휘두르라고.
fucking lady, yeah!
내가 목이 쉬도록 말해줬는데 그걸 까먹어?
And when you're outnumbered, lower your form and draw wide arcs with your sword. Did you forget everything I drilled into you after shouting myself hoarse?
구석에서
Secure a corner.
한 놈씩
Secure a corner, force them to get you in a single file.
위치 선정을 하라고도 했는데
Get to you in a single file, because positioning is everything. Didn't I tell you all of this before? If Yoshihide is to recall even
우리
one more lesson
요시히데가
from me, the textbook can't
하나라도 더
afford to
내가
have any
가르치면
defects.
죄송합니다.
Forgive me, master. But you did
그래도
manage to collect this one as
이거
instructed.
챙기라는
Maybe you're
명령은
not
잘
completely
들었네.
useless after all. Damn, this song fucks.
야,
Hey,
잘 지냈어,
how have you been
티켓?
doing, Ticket?
역시 못
Your form's
보던
really
사이에
become a wreck
자세가
since you were away.
개꿀됐던데.
Just seeing that sloppy grip makes me sigh. I had to beat that habit out of you back in the day, remember? Still, This reunion's been a long time coming, so I suppose I owe you a bit of courtesy. You're old enough now to understand what I'm saying without me having to resort to the occasional backhand, aren't you? Ticket? Still intent on calling me that, huh? You really want to make Lucio swords? I've already forgotten what they look like. Clearly you're still just a sad sack of shit wallowing in a sinkhole of your own making. Did you just call me a sack of shit? Ha! Bitch, you should know your place before barking at your betters. Sensing a sudden presence outside. Oh! Yes, it's him. He is fucking pissed. Manager Dante. It seems that I must apologize for what has happened today. I was stalled by my personal issues and a certain unresolved business from the past. Berg, you're hurt. They're not from these assailants, so don't worry needlessly. It just so happens that I was involved in a rather troublesome matter prior to encountering them. It's all my fault, Red Gaze. I should have protected her. No, this happened because I couldn't stop him from going after you. And of course, he had to go for your arm. That wound's looking worse by the second. Go get it treated the moment we deal with this situation. I will. Red Gay! He doesn't just parry? The thumb. The finger that makes up for their incompetence with duplicity and cowardice, only to then hide it all behind their mask of honor. Damn! Yo, wait, can he do the other fingers too? Wait, that was sick. You appeared exactly as we received the transmission that the HQ research facility was under attack. Then your purpose here must be to stall me by any means, even if you have to resort to an old and tired method, like taking a hostage. Haha, yes! The way you're reacting to this, I nailed it. She's your cake. Remember, Ticket? Remember what I told you when you so immodestly stuffed your face with that cake and smeared cream all over? What the fuck? Smiling like an idiot in such filth makes me want to smash that cake to the floor. So don't you dare let on even a hint of craving for that cake while I'm looking, no matter how sweet and delicious it might be. Stop fucking around and tell me straight. Tell me, why are you caret, $, ampersand, @ pound sign, open parenthesis, space, $, pound sign, space, @ exclamation mark, caret, %, pound sign, question mark, exclamation? Ha! You know what? Be like that. Keep mum and brood in silence all you want. That... I'm not reading all that. I'll find that, and I'll split. You're not getting past me. You think this eye is just for show? Terminal voice acting skipper added again? You know it. I doubt you'll stall me for long with that half-functioning relic of yours. Damn. Oh yeah, it started hurting more and more the closer I got to Ticket. But it's gonna get better. Ticket's about to leave this place, you see. Shithead, you're not here to kill me, are you? Ha, shithead, rude bitch, have you forgotten all about manners? Glad you finally figured that out. Now fuck off as soon as that back door opens. The other nurse fathers are waiting for you there, so show some proper manners. Oh, or is that brain of yours too messed up to remember who's who and which is which? Why don't you take this time to think of what you're gonna say to them? Hey, hold on. If you're gonna let us go anyway, why don't you let Karen zip it? I hate presumptuous idiots who don't know their place, butting into conversations. Friends of yours? Ticket? Yeah. That's so. Then I don't suppose there's anything wrong with sending them all there. After all, why discourage a swarm of flies from flying straight into the web we've spun? The back door to the HQ hasn't opened yet. Do not hesitate, Dante. That is indeed the path you must bring the sinners to. In fact, you should go through the back door like she says if you want to help Karen. This entire circumstance at the back door has been engineered to hold me, and only me, back. And what awaits beyond the back door is what they have orchestrated to summon you and sinner number 4 there. Correct. I wouldn't want your dash of red to snip our elaborate web to pieces. Portal connection to the HQ almost established. But every firewall protecting connections to the HQ has been bypassed. What? Then it must be via the defenseless backdoor, or backdoors through which the intruders have broken in. Portal connection to HQ established. Coming with? If Faust goes, I'll be the only one left here who knows how to operate the backdoor calibrator. I'll stay behind at least until Mr. Virgilius rescues Karen. Then we'll go on ahead. Dante. It is precariously close to snapping, but it is also sharper than any blade, that it might sever all that it comes into contact with. You must remember that. Let us proceed, Dante. Dante! What was the EX for that one? Wait, this one. Okay, cool. Arriving at the LCE department. Boy, what in the... Holy moly. We're too late. I thought HQ's reinforcements would be holding the line, or at the very least, that I'd walk into a battle. This is just awful. Never thought the ship would go down this badly. Faust, have you got any idea of how many of the LCE are actually combat ready? The ego gears they wear are researched and extracted with combat purposes in mind. The LCE tends to encounter more combat tryouts and experiments compared to the other research-focused departments. The vast majority of its employees are required to have completed basic training pertaining to the aforementioned. As for the ego equipments, although the current research and extraction process may be sophisticated enough to see some considerable results in combat, it would seem that they were ill-equipped to handle a pre-planned ambush such as this. Fat chance those lab nerds could do anything in a real fight, let alone against the spiders out on the prowl. Merceau, if you happen to notice anyone who looks like Hohenheim, let me know ASAP. I have identified 3 bodies in various states that make immediate recognition challenging. However, their stature and attire make it extremely unlikely that any of them are Hohenheim. From the looks of it, they probably didn't even get a chance to put up any meaningful resistance before they were killed. If Sod dies this Canto, you will crash out. Like Effie lost an arm? Oh fuck. Out of 32 bodies, 26 show identical physical trauma. Identical? Every one of them has a spiral-shaped perforation at the center of their chest, over where the heart is. The cause of death seems to be the same type of spiral weapon they are holding in their hands, manager. These spirals, I think they pulled them out themselves, but why would... Soft. The fuck? Emote material. Saru.
기억나는 건
That
이름뿐.
name's all I can remember.
시계.
As you've seen, Clock, my mind has been hacked to tatters. The sequence and the shapes, everything is in tangles. There's nothing I can explain about my memory.
상황 파악은 어느 정도 된 것
It
같아.
seems we've gotten the gist of the situation. The worst case scenario here would be a breach from the outside happening while abnormalities, distortions, and petecula break containment all at once. Whoa, now that's a situation I really don't even want to think about. We'd be fighting trespassers and all kinds of monsters broken loose.
그리고 우리는 지금
Isn't hard. This is a hint as to how she's the daughter of Roland. That's crazy. Precisely. That sums up our present circumstance. Right.
순서대로
Let's start from the beginning.
1차적으로
First, the LCE department found itself under attack by a group of unidentified hostiles 2 hours prior. The weapons used to massacre the researchers are not uniform. The victims appear to have been killed with a various assortment of arms. Eyes on me when using straight weapons that leave the farthest reaching arcs. Eyes on me when using weapons that kill with the tiniest incisions. Eyes on me when using flexible weapons that crush anything they make contact with.
그놈답게
What a tangled mess, just like that bastard.
어떤 무기들이 쓰였는지 파악하기도 쉽지
Hard to tell what
않은
kind of weapons were used here. Damn.
최소 3개 이상의 무기를 능숙하게 사용하는 자라고 봐야 돼.
Notice how Ryoshu smokes. This is a hint that she is the smoke monster from the old G Corp. The fuck? Safe to say that the killer is adept with at least 3 different types of weapons.
다시 이어서
Moving
말하자면
on,
침입자들의 기습은
this was a
예측할
surprise
새도 없이
attack carried
순식간에
out
수행돼.
without any delay whatsoever, and the LCE had no time to even plan a counterattack. It was, for lack of a
학살에
better word,
가깝다고 볼 수
a massacre.
주목해야 하는
Now,
사실은 여기에
here's
있다.
something that demands our attention.
이들이
It
환상체의
appears that
격리실 문을
the
개방한
invaders
것은
had the abnormality containment
습격이
units opened
성공적으로 종료된
only
이후로
after
보인다.
they confirmed that the surprise attack had been carried out successfully.
이상하긴
That sure
하네요.
is fishy, Mael.
보통은
I mean,
그 반대로
shouldn't it be the
하려고
other way
하죠.
around?
먼저 격리실 문을 개방시켜서
Speaking of smoke,
상황을
always look at
혼란스럽게 만들고
Ryoshu's
나면
model.
그 혼란을 틈타 마무리를 하는
Wait,
것이
what does
더
that one mean?
수월할 테니까요.
Unlock the containment unit first, let the monsters wreak havoc through the facility, then swoop in during the chaos and finish off the stragglers. That'd be the easier course of action. Indeed, the
일반적으로
enemy's
합법한
strategy is
전략은
highly
아니지.
unusual.
이런 변칙적인
As
수를
for why they
이유는
resorted to such an unusual move,
두 가지 정도의
there are
추측을 해볼 수
2
있다.
plausible explanations.
첫 번째로는
Firstly, that the enemy
이들은
may be
양동작전 따위가 필요 없을
comprised of
정도의
fighters
실력자라는
skilled enough to forego a diversion tactic.
트럭에서 카론 씨를
You mean
붙잡은
there could be more who are as strong as the
그
woman in
정도의
the truck who
실력을
kidnapped
갖춘
Karen? Secondly,
일종의 후속
that the enemy
대책을
may have purposefully unleashed
일부러
the
환상체를
abnormalities from the
탈출시켰을
cages as a
가능성이다.
follow-up measure.
후속 대처?
Follow-up measure? Art thou implying these villains sought to disguise their vile attack?
아니, 위정책은
No,
가능성이 낮다.
the chance of a cover-up is almost
시체를 집어먹는
non-existent,
환상체가
unless they
있었다는
had precise knowledge of scavenger
이렇게
abnormalities that
특징적인
could
사연을
devour the
남겨놓고서 할
corpses
만한
clean.
기만 작전은
The enemy would
아니겠지.
never have left such identifiable wounds on their
좀 더
victims.
타당한 것.
Makes more sense that their goal was to delay
우리와 같이
HQ's main
후속으로 진입할
reinforcements and
본사의
keep them from
지원군을
reaching the scene
지연시키려는
on time as we did.
시간을 끈다는 건
Delay tactic. I
그렇군요.
see. Maybe they were looking for something? Possibly.
분명한 표적을
They
갖고
must have had a
침입했을
specific
가능성이
objective in
있다.
mind when they broke through.
저들이 찾는 것이
Which means that
이곳
whatever they're
어딘가에
looking
있다는
for
거겠구나.
should be here somewhere.
찾는데 오랜 시간이
Something
소요되는
elusive
것이어서
and so well
저희의
hidden that
발을
they had to
묶어놓아야 하는
distract us
건데고요.
just to buy themselves some time.
서둘러야겠어.
Notice how Ryoshu has a sword. This is a hint as to how she is the Red Mist Truth Nude. We need to hurry then. That is so bright. Oh, my eyes. Oh boy, it's everyone's favorite.
뛰어가겠네.
What a canto, eh? Captain, that's just Act 1. Or Part 1? I think it's Part, right? That's what they use.
皆さん戦闘の準備を
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것. 흐트러지게.
우리를 방금 뭘 본 것인가?
It's 9-3. Ricardo is going to be on the map again. I don't think Ricardo would be on the map, but it would be cool to see Ricardo make a cameo. Or, you know, be a part of the story, but...
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연상 시스템은 해당 행동에 약 14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
한 점만 노린다.
Even the regular battle themes are so good? Yeah, they're pretty good. It's kind of hard to hear them because, like, the sound of fucking clashing is the loudest fuck. But what I can hear sounds pretty good. Ricardo returns and instantly gets killed by the middle nurse father.
부위 한쪽이 떨어져 나갔거든. 선원들, 나를 보호해.
Nice catch, winky face.
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えました。
Oh, yikes. Surely you don't lose a clash to Prideful Crush of all things. Second warning, but LCE version?
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께 W사 인재관리 부서에서 자동 승진 추천서가 발부되었음을 드립니다. 자세한 내용은
Ricardo teams up with the sinners to beat the middle nurse father. With the power of friendship, anything is possible. Is it still, like, getting quieter as the hits are happening? Am I insane? Or does it just, like, naturally get quieter? Like, when the clashes happen, does it get quieter? No, I think I'm imagining it. You think it is? Well, I think it was getting quieter, but I think it's unrelated to the clashing. Against the Wrath P.E.K.K.A tier 1. What are we doing, man? For real. Why didn't Limbus just ask Zichin to use the high show to find Ricardo? Well, I mean, I don't... I feel like a wing would be fine with... I don't know, would a wing be fine with taking on a finger? But yeah, also Limbus would be in debt to a win. I guess I can kind of hear Second Warning. I'd have to like listen to Second Warning again to really hear it.
통제될 가능성이 지속적으로 상승하고 있습니다. 요원 여러분들은 분투하시어 빠른 사태 진화에 협조하시길 부탁드립니다.
나를 보호해. 즐겁겠군.
It sounds like what Second Warning would be if it was for the LCE facility. Oh, I understand.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 줘서
I don't even know how
철수하자고.
to say that.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
More like a third warning kind of situation. I could see that, yeah.
皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです。
The hell is that?
즐겁겠군.
We didn't see the hallways without fog filter and lob cord? Maybe. Does third warning play when only like... Well, I mean, I know like the other sections are probably fucked up in departments, but like, does third warning play if like one department just like loses all its employees? Or is that just second warning?
저놈을 추적해.
그 삶에 마침표를
Headshot, headshot, headshot. W.
지금
大きな打撃を与えました。
눈 감을 준비야.
방금 청소를
Or
수행한
too many
요원께
abnos.
W사 인재관리부서에서 자동 승진 추천서가 발부되었음을 안내드립니다. 자세한 내용은 서면에 적혀 있습니다.
Oh yikes. Oh yikes.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
사선이 비었어요.
공로 지원한다.
Holy shit, that kills?
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께 W사 인재관리부서에서 자동 승진 추천서가 발부되었음을
깔끔한
안내드립니다.
헤드샷.
자세한 내용은
머리통에
서면에
적셔놨다.
적혀 있습니다.
Faust IDs when they see an unlost
매우
clash.
효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동에
I hope I don't need
약
to use
14%의 정리
fucking
기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
representation emitter or whatever the Arthur's ego is, because I do not have any gluttony gem on this game.
비껴버렸군.
Him Salt trying to yield his flesh when he sees an unwon clash.
선원들, 나를 보호해. 기록하는 중간에 이따가 버스에서 회고해야지 않겠는가?
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리! 전투 약점이 뻔히 보이는 기록은
サンタさんの作戦とても効果的でした。
Pew, pew, pew. If I was paying attention, this could have been a huge escalate.
눈 감을 준비야.
모범적인 청소 방식을
Can we
확인했습니다.
get a mod that
나를
replaces all
보호해.
shooting
해당 요원에 대한
SFX with me
평가를
saying Q?
송신합니다.
That's crazy. Is this a focused encounter? Holy moly, it is. Ain't that something?
총원 불격!
Oh yikes, I thought that was gonna be lethal.
확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
Fighting non-humans and it's a non-human encounter? Well, in my defense, I thought the previous node was a,
점만 노리.
whatever, a non-focused encounter. And it was also non-humans.
일부 위험 요소가 추출된 것을
Oh.
감지했습니다. 정리 요원들의 노고에 감사드립니다.
Wait, W.
아무도 남지 않을
빠진다.
때까지 지금을 반복한다. 쉴 새는 없다.
완벽한 거리고.
The declared Medul. BM. Oh. Oh no. Oh yes.
자, 동료들이여, 자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고
Surely we don't need
끝나지
everyone
않는 우호를
attacking.
향하여. 즐겁겠군. 아하, 비껴버렸군.
You have to go to his skill slots and press his icon to make sure he has a counter and make sure he's winning, and then he will reload screamer.
움직임이 어설퍼요.
LCE checkup moment. Wait, what happened in LCE checkup?
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께 W사
Oh,
인력관리
win rate,
부서에서
right.
자동 승진 추천서가 발부되었음을 안내드립니다. 자세한 내용은
Wait, he doesn't
적혀
need to
있습니다.
win the clash to reload, right?
영원한 참으로.
부위 한쪽이 떨어져 나갔군.
I love coin or skill reuse. That's not coin reuse.
ドクターのように
I love skill reuse. Rah. Onrush. Onrush is such a fun card.
전투 응대는 성공적이었다. 나쁘지 않은 움직임이었어. 이제 다른 쪽 집안일로 돌아가자.
잠깐.
Wait, do you fellas hear
어디서
something?
숨소리 같은 거
Sounds like breathing. It's
조심해야
faint.
되는데.
It's Hohenheim. I hear it.
이쪽 부근이고.
It is in this general direction.
최종이나 다른 적 해체일
I didn't even
가능성?
read that. I'm gonna be real. How likely is it that it might be a peteculum or an enemy combatant?
낮은 편이다.
Unlikely. The breathing is unstable and shallow, like that of a wounded human.
그거 어땠어, 씨?
Hey Otis, it'd only be right that we try to save them if there's even the smallest chance that they're a survivor, right? I suppose that could leave a not so negative impression of us on the HQ. Bruh, the HQ is fried. Holy fuck, that noise was terrible. Yo, it's the... Oh, it's just her. Hey, she was one of Hohenheim's researchers. Wait, she's not... Alyssa. I'm Alyssa. Yeah, I didn't think you'd remember my name. Oh. You can just K-Corp ampule this, right? Okay, Miss Alyssa, are you... Every breath hurts so much. I couldn't call out for help. Reminds me of what Boss used to say. We're not the main characters of the story, so upon the proverbial coin flip, we can only wait to see if it'll land heads or tails. Who did bro think it was?
아니, 아프다는 양반이 무슨
Lady,
농담 따먹기야.
seems to me you're in plenty of pain.
잠깐.
This is hardly the time to be joking about. Hold on. The stake?
무슨 일이 일어났던
What
거지?
happened here? The alarm system. The alarm didn't go off. Even the smallest accidents or issues triggered the alarm to go off in our department. Boss, Hohenheim, was adamant about installing that system so that he didn't want to repeat the fall of Lobotomy Corporation. The alarm system didn't go off, not even when the employees realized that the facility was under attack. No, it's not supposed to behave that way. It wasn't. The lights suddenly died. He thought it was the experiment we were conducting. Boss growls from time to time about how much energy it eats. Ah, damn it. Should have noticed that then that something was off. so I thought it was just a temporary power outage. No one thought much of it because it didn't trigger the alarm system. Yeah, that's understandable. I was heading to the research hall to retrieve something, and that's when I heard the sound of dress shoes click-clack echoing through the dark hallway. Not too slow, not too fast. Relaxed but disciplined gait. No one in our department walks like that. We're always so busy that we always walk in a slight jog. Then a terrible dying scream followed. Before the massacre began, like a hellish nightmare that just wouldn't end. No one knew what was going on. Help! Who's there? All I knew is that I had to run, and something whistled through the wind and felt something hot across my chest. I looked down and saw this thing had pierced me. Then I passed out. When I woke up, someone had forcibly unlocked all the containment units. Abnormalities, spectacula, even distortions running amok. Scream.mp3. I was pinned down by a containment unit door that got knocked off its frame. So you weren't with Hohenheim or other people when it occurred. Boss must have been by the conference hall. Could you get the pen and paper from my pocket? I don't know if the others are safe, but follow this map and you should at least be able to see for yourself, or at least get a clue of what happened. There. You get the general idea. Now let's have a look at that wound. Bollocks! The wound keeps bleeding! This ain't your usual weaponry. Oi, you recognize this? From the way it looks, the more the victim moves, the deeper it will drill into their flesh. Perhaps a workshop product, designed to stall and take combatants out of commission rather than to kill outright. If the assailants had the wherewithal to use weapons like this, then he could have very well easily killed the victims then and there too. Was the purpose really just to stall them, or was it some sick fascination? Seems that staying still is what saved your life. That was wise of you. Yeah, I don't know about wise. It hurt too much to even think about moving anyway. Perhaps that closes a wound or rapidly heals it would be the remedy. Were we to extract the vile weapon? Yeah, you're not gonna walk around with that thing in your chest forever, right? Let's pull it out and get that wound treated, and it's no use. It's no use? Is it the kind of device that physically can't be removed? No, pulling it out isn't the hard part. It's just inadvisable. If we force it out of her, then she'll end up like those bodies in the hallway? Yeah, the spiral grows endlessly to reach the other side, but paradoxically, it cannot punch through all the way, because it will never arrive at that point. Sweetheart, this is called a spiral. Once it is lodged inside the body, even the slightest of movements will make it burrow deeper into the flesh, forcing the victim to remain perfectly still. It may not sting any worse than a prick of a thorn at first, but the more you try to yank it free, the further it drills into the body. No matter how much it keeps digging in, it will never make it to the other side. The closer it gets to the end, the slower it becomes. It can never meet its end point. You know how to unlock it, yes? I'll give you the @ symbol, $, $, percentage, $, once you return with the job done. Remember, if you try to pull it out without the... it will tear out everything it tangled itself with as it bored through. So stay put exactly as you are if you want to live. Without the matching... See anything, Clock? Ryoshu, what if that spiral needs a certain combination of numbers, like a password? To resolve the spiral's paradox, you'll need to find the correct pair. If you try to pull it out without a matching number, then... the sword and the scabbard, yin and yang, the past and the future, me and you, everything regrettably is paired together with an awfully stubborn connection. Do you understand what it means to die? What it means to sever something? White hair. Do speak. The spiral can be disabled. It must have something to do with the numbers, like the clock said.
정확히
Severing,
무엇이
like
필요한지가 기억나지
the
않는다.
unsevering? Is that another Canto? What the fuck is the unsevering? But I don't exactly remember what it means. Know anything about a spiral-shaped weapon called the tortoise spiral?
파우스트를 사용하는
It seems that
방법을
you've come to understand, if only marginally,
익히셨군요.
how Faust is to be used.
제가 해당 장치를
As I have
시각적으로
visually
확인하였고
observed the device and Ryoshi has provided certain
범위를
keywords to narrow the
좁힐 수 있는
results,
방안을 제공했으니
Faust can now know.
사용하는
Did you say how you're to be used?
제논의 거북나선
Zenon's tortoise spiral is what Faust calls this device.
자물쇠입니다.
It is a lock. The spiral requires a 7-digit combination to release.
알리사시의
Also,
피가
the spiral's infinitely burrowing nature, despite its inability to ever penetrate the heart, explains why Miss Alyssa's bleeding will not stop.
잠겨 있다면
If it is
요정을 할 수
locked,
있지 않나?
can't we use a fairy to open it? Fairy.
역사의 특이점을
She speaks of
아는
F-Corp
것이야.
singularity.
잠겨있는 것이라면
If the spiral
그
is locked,
무엇이라도
as you say,
열어주는
then
기술.
would not a technology to unlock
좋은
anything
방안은
make
아닌가?
for the perfect countermeasure? Theoretically, a
요정
fairy
부여하는
should
것은
indeed be able to
가능할지만
unlock it. However,
해당
what must first be
나선목에
considered
적용된
is
기술이
the value of the
어느
technology
정도의
applied to
가치를
the
지닌
spiral
장치일
weaponry.
확실하게 하려면 고가의
Then
요정이
only an
필요하다.
expensive fairy would guarantee a successful
그럼
outcome,
요품을
which would be hard to come by at this
당장
immediate
근처에서
moment.
안 될 거라고 생각하긴
This probably
하는데
won't work, but can we just start from zero and go from there? Fucking hell, Heathcliff, you did not just say that.
보편적인 잠금 장치와 동일하게 일정 횟수 이상
As
틀린
it
번호를
is the case with most locks, a certain number of incorrect attempts would... Tisk, point
So,
taken, it's death in it.
마음 같아서는
Don't leave me alone. I'm scared. That's honestly what I'd like to ask. But there might be survivors by the lab.
저희 팀장님
You know, our boss, he won't go down so easily.
차라리
Just go help them instead.
하지만
But if we
이대로면
leave you like this, well, this isn't like
연구원이
the worst way to
멍청하게
go.
죽는 100가지
This way, at
방법에
least, I won't be
나오는
going
것처럼
into some trivia book of
죽어서도
stupid deaths like
놀림받는
100 dumbest researcher deaths. Dog. The dog.
알리사군
We shall return to thy side,
다시
young
돌아오겠네요.
Melissa. What?
반드시 다시
I give thee
돌아오겠네.
my word, so
적들이 다가오는
hide
것
as best as thou
같으면 최대한
canst
몸을
when
피할게.
enemies approacheth. That I mean, she can't really fucking move,
포기하지
Dawn.
마세나.
Thou mustn't yield now, I beseech thee.
참고로 얘는
You'd
한다면
better
하는
listen to the
놈이니까
last. She ain't one for empty
믿어듣지 마라.
platitudes. Yeah, okay, I won't give up. Thank you.
C4
C485
시계
clock. Ever play a
방탈출
game of
해봤나?
escape room? What? No.
이건 일종의 방탈출
This is
게임
very
같은
much like a
거다.
game of escape room.
풀이를 위해선
To find the
단서를
solution, you
모아야
begin by
하지.
gathering the clues. A
저
game, huh?
연구원 놈.
You want to save that researcher,
살리고
don't you?
그렇다면 저
Then you'll need
나선의
the serial
고유
number on that
번호가
spiral. Heathcliff is goat. It's one of the sentences.
꽃을 피워볼까요?
Oh, hey,
이스마일
Light.
씨,
Ishmael, what's the matter? Something about this seems off.
이스가 지도를 보고
I don't
있는데
suppose
길을
Ishi would
잃는
ever
건
read a
없고.
map wrong. What's the matter?
길은 잘 찾아가고
Yeah, we're heading the
있는지.
right way, but the thing
다만
is,
너무 수월해서
this just seems
문제죠.
too easy. What's wrong with that?
우리가 지나온 길을
Think back to the
떠올려보세요.
path we took to get here.
다른 길들은
Every
별의별
other
상태로
route was
전부
crammed with all
막혀있었어.
kinds of obstacles to discourage us from taking a detour.
좌측의 복지부
The corridor to the left leading to the welfare.
우측의 통제실에 있는 방향은
Wait,
잔해로 막혀 있었다.
is it just like a copy of LobCorp's rooms? And the one to the right leading to the facility management room was blocked with debris.
마치 우리가
It's as if
한길로만
they're
가던
corralling us down this route.
네, 마치
Can't shake
그쪽에서
off this
풀어둔
feeling that we're chasing after
미끼를
bait
따라가고
hooked on a
있는 것
fishing
같아요.
line.
뭐
Well,
그렇다고
can't say
해서
we've much of an alternative, eh?
거 찝찝하지만
Bit
어떡하냐.
dodgy, yeah, but nothing we can't do about it. Would be wise to stand wary.
잠깐 파워.
Hang on, Fao,
이거
check
좀
this out.
반상체가 탈출한 흔적이
These are
보이는군요.
the traces of an escaped abnormality, also known as the Fey Lantern. You've encountered this abnormality more than once in the mirror dungeons.
그 너무
Oh, that tree thing. So this one's the original? Wait, I'm just fighting Fey Lantern?
본인에게는 그
Okay, okay.
수만큼의 말솜씨는 없지만 그대들의 수심을 최대한 위로해 보겠네.
Bam, bam, bam.
왜더 인상을 찌푸리는 건가?
Buffed ass Fey Lantern. Back when I first started Limbus Company, Fey Lantern fucking walled me in like one of the first mirror dungeons I did. The observation logs if I can for the Abnos. Like outside of the game, right? The goad. Holy fuck! Top left. Top left?
저놈을 추적해!
In the selection number. Headshot.
기회를 잡았네! 이청이는 저자를 꼭
Oh, you can do this in game?
저들의 사기가 떨어질 것이 뻔하지!
Insight work? Wait, what the fuck? No, Corby, come back! Okay, don't do too much damage now, gang.
공로 지원한다.
Oh, we might be doing too much damage.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지.
効果的な攻撃でした。
본인에게는 그 친구만큼의 말솜씨는 없지만 그대들의 수심을 최대한 위로해 보겠네. 왜 더욱 인상을 찌푸리는 건가? 총원 불격!
Holy fuck, it might be over. Okay, as long as Heathcliff is not the one, or as long as Heathcliff is the one. Wait, what? Hold on, be right. I am back. Oh, fuck. No! Seven seconds, then destroys its head, becomes immune to its influence. What?
다들 기운이 넘치는군.
Oh,
역시
fuck.
본인이 직접 선별한 용기를 북돋는 영웅당 탑 5가 도움이 되었는가? 총원 불격!
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동에 약 14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
That's only favored? You're kidding. What? Oh, you do have 0 sanity. How does... Dude, can I get some fucking sanity, please?
총원 불격!
한 점만 노린다.
We do in fact fall. 300. Oh, that has 700 health? Since when? What the fuck?
이 작살에 필살의 집념이 담겨있지.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
V 摘出このまま進めましょう
Uh-oh.
먼저 빠진다.
중요한 조각이 떨어져 나갔으니 균형을 잃고 무너질 결말만이 남았겠군. 아싸나!
I guess Honk Wu is a good one to get that effect. Brother, we can't all have fucking attack weight. It's not fair. Oh, sweet.
된다면 사활을 건다.
Ryoshu might be Ryoshuing it.
완벽한 선택이었어, 나리! 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군! 확실하게 갈라지는 감각이었네.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
꽃을 피워볼까요?
What's this dude doing here? What the fuck?
자세를 갖추고 저들을 맞이하세. 우리를 가로막는 저 시련을 해치우고 끝나지 않는 모험을
Damn.
향하여.
Dude, This is fucked up. Good night and good luck. Thank you.
저놈을 추적해!
I might not be. Knight Hikaru? Holy shit. I didn't know Hikaru moved in L shapes on the board.
특이성 감지 센서에서 흔치 않은 이상 현상이 예고되었음을 안내드립니다.
타겟 포착 1시간.
You also have a Princess W.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동의 약 14%의 정리 기여도가
This
있음을
might
판단했습니다.
be. I might have
엘리조드를
messed.
지원한다.
Never mind. We're back. We've never been more back than we currently have been back.
이 작살은 필살의 감동적이지 않을 수 없네.
워프 열차 연산 시스템이 정리 방식의 선택이 적절했음을 판단했습니다. 훌륭합니다.
즐겁겠군.
Damn. Damn! No! What are we doing?
엄청나게
That's so unnecessary!
방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중간에 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
I would like Pride. I guess we could Pride it up.
타겟 포착 1시간.
Hype moments and aura. Claim their non-existent bows. The
사선이 비었어요.
I can't think of anything clever.
쏜다.
저놈을 추적해! 자! 야!
I was not expecting Dawn to win her clashes there, to be honest.
구속구가 나의 폭력을 저지하기엔 턱없이 모자르지.
That's bullshit. That's fucked up. I hate red
이
coins.
파도 속에서 움직일 수 있는
W charge count.
저들이 거리 끌것 같은데.
Oh, do we get to do the book again? Oh, well, I guess next turn. Maybe we don't. Let's pride. I guess.
총원 불격!
This might be the worst turn I've done yet.
꿈을 꾸러 가도
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께 W사 인재관리 부서에서 자동 승진 시청서가 발부되었음을 안내드립니다. 자세한 내용은 서면에 적혀 있습니다.
I hope Heathcliff is. I don't know. Oh yeah, there it is.
한 점만 노린다.
Experts might say that was a wasted effort. Oh, that's tragic.
먼저 빠진다.
선원들, 나를 보호해라.
敵に変化が見られます。
완벽한 거리고
Experts don't know ball. That's crazy.
흐릿한 동화 곱게 접은 종이에 던졌으니 식구의 하늘 용되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나.
저놈을 추적해! 자!
Oh, hey, I thought it was gonna be something different.
계획을 세워두면 이런 것도 어렵지 않답니다.
전투응대에 나선다. 아름다운 것, 그렇지 않은 것.
흐릿한 동화 곱게 접은 종이에 던졌으니 식구의 하늘 용되어 빈 벼루에 남았구나.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 통신합니다.
W stagger.
선원들, 나를 보호해라. 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
Really? Damn.
즐겁겠군.
내가 너를 위해 기도할 것이 넌 반드시 부서진다.
일부 위험 요소가 추출된 것을 감지했습니다. 정리 요원들의 노고에 감사드립니다.
흐릿한 고와 곱게 적은 종이에 번쩍거리는 19의 하늘, 용이 되어 빈 벼루에
効
남았구나.
果的な攻撃でした。
의뢰비랑 보호수당에서 사용한 탄환값을 빼면 아,
착수.
Oh, hey. It's...
특이성
This one
감지
again.
센서, 청소 타입
Oh, I forgot to
R
fucking
확인.
read this.
요원 여러분은
Whoops.
상태를 확인하시고 만약 불쾌한 냄새나 소리가 주변에서 나지 않는지 확인해 보시길 권장드립니다.
Read!
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Win rate and ball! This boss kicks your ass if you don't read. I read, I just don't understand. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with the information. So we'll see how this goes.
필살의 집념이 담겨 있지.
워프 열차
If I had
시스템이
ego-
정리 방식의 선택이 적절했음을 판단했습니다.
Or like if I had
훌륭합니다.
SP generating ego, I would definitely be win rating on this a lot higher. But I'm only partial.
効果的でした。
쏜다.
유혈적 폭력 사태
What the
발생
fuck
중.
is wrong with it?
열차 내에 남아 있는 정리 요원은 신속한 상황 종료를 위해 노력해 주십시오.
Do not the fruit. Do the frit. I really don't think Hong Lu's gonna win this, but if he does, that would be epic.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원
Roll two heads!
이러면 쏠 수 있죠?
공로 지원한다.
Okay, that's just sad.
정리 요원 일부의 코마 상태 진입을 감지했습니다. 적절한 대처를 취하거나 열차 밖으로
Can
축출하여
win rate
청소를
do some
방해하지 않게
flashing,
하시길
please?
권장드립니다.
Fuck, that's a lot of bleed. That is really unfortunate.
전투응대에 나서
W Dawn.
저 부위 한쪽이 떨어져 나갔군.
That's BL Dawn.
내 모험에서도
I need more wrath. One of you has to be winning. That's actually BL Dawn if you haven't noticed yet.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
I don't know, I might need to consult the might need to phone a friend on that one.
흐릿한 등화, 곱게 접은 종이 번졌으니 식물 하늘, 용되어 빈 벼루에 남아.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동에 약
나를 보호해라.
14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
즐겁겠군.
Please depends. Phone me in, phone me in. Can I phone both of you in?
엄청나게 강한 일격을.
V摘出
먼저
このまま
빠진다.
進めましょう
Bring me Snow White. Does anyone on this bus win clashes?
전투응대에 나서
수많은 것들이 옥죄어온다.
Let's dive in.
특이성, 강제
나를
사용성,
보호해라.
청소 타입 비확인, 위험 인물이 다소
전투응대.
위축되었을 것으로 판단됩니다.
그 삶의 마침표를 마무리를.
ドクターのように優れた式ですね。
의뢰비랑 보호수당에서 사용한
Goat
탄환값을
Cliff.
빼면 아, 오늘은 제사비로 손해를 매우
I think it's this way.
이쪽이
This is the only area with lights on. It says broadcast sector.
여기로 오는 게
Can someone tell me
맞는
coming here was the
선택이었겠지.
right
방송 섹터로
All the other
향하는
routes
길
were blocked off, save
전부
for the
막혀
one head
있었다고
leading to the
보아도
sector. Looks like we'd have ended up here one way or another.
전력은 대부분
With the most of the power down, this door shouldn't be locked.
멈춰.
Stop!
한 발짝이라도
Take
더
another step
접근하면
closer, and you'll be forcing our hand!
이 앞에는 보안용 지뢰가 잔뜩 설치되어 있어. 만약 그걸 뚫고 들어온다고 해도 이 안에 있는 인원을 상대해야 할 걸? 만약 자신 있다고 해도 우리에겐 자폭
Super
장치도 있어.
mini sawteeth
초소형-
shrapnel. Hold on a sec,
잠깐,
what's
이건
this
뭐로
supposed to
뚫힌
say?
거야?
The bow?
뭐?
The heck? And I thought my handwriting was bad. Oh, here. Throwing this will result in an explosion that covers a 100-meter radius zone from the detonation point. Hey, that's a taboo violation, you know? At least try to come up with something actually convincing. Anyways, turn around and walk away right now, or we're gonna bury all of you with us under this facility. You can hear everything, you know?
폭탄은
It is highly probable that the bomb is a bluff. Any bomb that falls under the category of explosives must be planted on an object or surface per the rules set by the head. And that boast of the blast beggars belief. Such a wide radius is sure to break your bounty of bands and bounds.
그래도 보안용 지뢰는
Sure, but I wasn't
진짜야.
bluffing about the landmines. Take one more step forward and bolts of overcharged electricity will make barbecue out of you.
알리사 씨 말에 따르면
According to Alyssa, Hohenheim should be around here somewhere. Wait, did you say Alyssa? That voice, it seems we are not mistaken. That voice I would rather not welcome tells me that these individuals are good to be let through.
그다지 반갑지 않은
That
목소리가
voice
들리는 걸
Faust would
봐서는
rather not welcome tells
저희가
Faust that
접근해도
these
무방합니다.
individuals are good to be approached. Why are they like this?
뭐야?
What? You guys, you should have told us sooner. Remember me?
기억나지?
Oh, it's Miss Ezra.
라만차랜드에서
Heard you saved the day in La Mancha Land,
역시
and all
우리가
thanks
도움을
to
준
yours
덕분이지?
truly, I bet. So care to tell me which one's the blood
너희
fiend
중에
extraordinaire
있던
on your
그
team? Huh? What? Oh, well, that's...
안부 인사는 나중에 나누도록 하지, 에즈라.
Yeah! Show me Ezra! Why don't we skip the pleasantries for now, Ezra? Wait, hold on. Well, actually, no, never mind. Were you the one who threatened us with that nonsense about bombs, Ezra? I mean, what other choice did I have? We were starting to believe that we were the only survivors out here, and then bam! Dozen or so footsteps rushing into the sector out of nowhere? We couldn't even check who you guys were because the screens are all busted. For your information, Mr. Genius over there is trying to fix the security cameras. He said it's gonna take a while with the power outage, though.
좋은 일로 엮일 거라는 예상은 안 했지만
I didn't expect our paths to cross again for anything good, but I certainly never pictured it happening like this.
안녕하세요.
Hello, I'm relieved to
다치신
see
분은
that there
보이지
aren't
않아서
any injured
다행입니다.
among us.
그건 그렇고
In any case, you say it was Alyssa who let you know of our location? She's not with you. She must either be gravely wounded or already dead. She's badly hurt, yeah, but we're searching for ways to help her.
물색이라
Searching? You talk as if you're playing a game of scavenger hunt. It might have been better to enter mystery then and there. What? Haven't you seen how we handle things? She's still got a shot, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Please don't misunderstand. Some of these assailants, they seem to enjoy torturing their victims. That's what's keeping our boss on edge. Boss and I were near the laboratory when the attack started. There weren't many employees around and the broadcast sector happened to be close by. Probably the only reason we were able to find cover here in one piece.
알리사 군은 잘 견뎌내주고
Verily,
있을 걸세.
young Alyssa shall persevere
우리가
steadfastly.
약속했네.
We have vowed to return and deliver her from death. Thank you. I'm sure Alyssa is hanging on to your promise. Sorry to break up this touching moment, but if you're here, that color fixer should be on his way too, right? Where the heck is he now? Wonder if he's already off to find the attackers. Ezra. Holy fuck, Moses is short. Or Ezra's huge, I'm not sure. Team leader, if we can regroup with the Red Gaze, I think we'll have more than enough fighting chance even without our baby bee. Yes, but it would seem that the Red Gaze is not here with them. Just the look on their faces is enough to confirm that. What? What the heck are you peeps doing here without him? Moses got that build? Hold on. Project Moon Moses height. 5'1". It's not like we came here on our own because we wanted to. Guidebuds held up by an assailant. Ryoshu says she's the one called the Thumb Nurse Father from the House of Spiders. Probably a tough adversary too, just like those who are assaulting the facility. The combat prowess is not to be underestimated. How is she compared to Eurylos of the Argos unit? Around the same level, I would say. Wait, you! If you know those names, that means... Karen. Is she taken hostage? Huh? How did you know that? You mentioned the attacker in the singular. Perhaps just a slip of the tongue, but I suspect it was a single enemy, if not a small number. Furthermore, despite coming here without the bus driver, none of you seem particularly convinced that the Red Gaze would be able to quickly dispatch the assailant and join you. Give it to our team leader. Just one look is enough for her to figure it all out. Otis's class was on drawing out info from people, and yet she got that same tactic used on her for real. Anywho, did you happen to encounter anyone on your way here? Just some Peteculan mannequins? Wait a minute. Why don't we get to ask you the questions? Why don't we get to ask the questions? You're both from LCD. What are you doing here in the HQ where the LCE is? Well, about that. LCE was supposed to make an important progress report today. Apparently it's a really important presentation too. We've been receiving bazillions of reminders about how it's a mandatory attendance event and everything. Right, team leader? Feels like everyone's overlooking how really busy our department is. Sorry to borrow your wording, but it is indeed a really important presentation. Yeah, for you maybe, but my department is also really... The presentation did not happen. As such, we were unable to assess its importance at the moment. Whatever is the case, the event was what required us LCD members to be present here at the LCE department. There's one more thing. Allow me to introduce the newest addition to the LCD. Yeah, our team has grown in size. Take that! I was told you'd met before. Huh? What? That's wild. What? I regret we must always meet in the midst of plights such as this. I trust you have been well. Miss Ongdo, it's been so long. Is Mr. Bamboo-Hatted Kim still in recovery? My mentor's flesh has long since healed, but it will take some time until his mind regains former tranquility. However long the wait endure, I must. Look at that damn hairline! Rah! I have faith that he will recover in due time. Until then, in silence shall I atone for the transgression I have committed. Still, I'm glad you seem to be adjusting well to life at LCD. I would say I was taken in, but I am deeply grateful regardless. My mentor and I have nowhere left to call home. But someday, we will. Why is her picture fucking blurry? Looks like she's trying her best to fit in too. It's always hard to get settled in no matter where you start from. Now that we've all grown acquainted with one another, let us move on to the issue at hand.
지금 필요한 것은
The first order of business is intelligence sharing and deductive reasoning based on the available
나와
information.
팀원들은 발피실로 향하는 통로에서 습격을
Holy
당했지.
moly. My team and I were attacked in the hallway connected to the conference hall.
그놈은
The guy was, I'll be straight with you
그냥
guys, super
단도직입적으로 말할게.
duper strong.
말벌 그 자식이
I would have
자리만
stood my
안
ground
비워줘도
if only Hornet, that dumbass, were here. By Hornet, you are referring to, you know, Hornet from Hollow Knight Silk
우리
Song?
막내인데
The junior of
진짜
our
세긴
team, but
하거든?
he's really,
얼마나
really strong.
세냐면,
He's so strong that,
아, 내가 예전에
I've got it. There's this time when I, what was it again? Some kind of pastry, I think? Anywho, I got me some bread to snack on later, and in that split second, my back was turned. Hornet, that asshole, swiped it right off my plate. I got so pissed off that I punched him right in his solar plexus to get him to cough it up, and he just went oof and swallowed my bread anyway. Like, does that make any sense to you guys? Yeah, okay, I guess that makes him strong. Vespa! So, what's this Hornet up to now? Oh, you are going to lose your mind when you hear this. Listen up, what he's not yet, Ezra, up to is a secret. It's classified stuff. Tend to analyze my enemies with observation and deduction. I try to identify their unique colors, the kinds of weapons they use, their methodologies, whether they enjoy the slaughter or avoid it, their attitudes towards battle, all of it. Once I have that, I can get an idea of when to begin my counterattack, or what kind of weaknesses of theirs I can exploit. That's how I usually open my path forward. But he was chaotic. I could not identify a single pattern in his behavior. He is an empty shell. His act of killing lacks any emotional touch, and that is why you couldn't get a read on him. On the other hand, you appear so clearly to me. You seem so anxious to cut something down. Is that correct? You're broken, shattered, but every shard is keen and transparent, like a hail of small blades. A glass, like sword of so many edges, so fragile, with its futile wish to sever away what cannot be severed. What is it that you grasp so tightly in that scarred hand of yours? Little shit, what are you peeking into? Hey, don't talk to our team leader like... To add to that, Martin here and I were in front of the laboratory when it occurred. Vespa's not here. 0 out of 10, Canto. There's still 2 more parts. At first it began with the sound of rushing wind. Something large and heavy, cleaving through the air. The kind of sound one should never come to expect from a department like ours, so full of delicate machinery and containment units. It happened right before my eyes. Something snapped the employee who was walking only a step ahead of me in half. And the first thing that came to my mind was, did an abnormality breach containment? But if such were the case, the alarm should have gone off. So far, this tracks with what Miss Alyssa told us. She said there wasn't any warning at all before the attack. Once I got a better look at what that was, I realized it was neither abnormality, pectaculum, nor a distortion. It was a massive scabbard. When I looked toward where the scabbard came from, there stood a man who presumably threw the weapon, reading a book like he was out on a stroll. And the book was Matthias. He must have been reading his book of vengeance. Wait, what? Did people... First the thumb and now the middle. I stared at him, still processing. I figured it was the ring that attacked, but... When Boss grabbed my arm and started running, I couldn't look back. I heard screaming from dozens of people, but he seemed to be fond of recounting unnecessary details. Only after arriving here at the broadcast sector did I remember that Alyssa was still out there. When one's life is at risk, the brain instinctively reduces the processing of information to the bare minimum required for survival. It is only natural.
그 연구 계획서를
But I was the
마지막으로
last person who
관리하던 건
handled that
저였어요.
research proposal, boss.
알리사도
Alyssa should have been at the
원래는 발표실에
conference hall
있었어야
too,
했어요.
with us.
있잖아.
Damn,
그런 걸 일일이
dude.
따지다가는 진짜 남아있는 게 없을 것 같거든.
Hey, listen, if you want to look back and nitpick at literally every little thing you did in the past, we're gonna be here forever.
너무 뻔한 위로 같긴
I know it
하지만
might sound like a bit of an
앞으로 무엇을
empty
할수
platitude,
있을지부터
but
생각해도 늦지
focus
않아.
on what we can do right now, what we're going to do going forward, okay? You'll have time for regrets later. I suppose so.
저희
You did save my boss once, so I guess it's only right that I should have more faith in you people than anyone else. I'd like to clarify that the saving was but a part of the experiment, but given the urgency, I will forgo a more detailed explanation.
각자의 상황 설명은 끝난 것 같으니 지금까지 확인된
Looks like we're all caught up? Then, good. Now let's share what we know. Wait, is that just because she's short? That's why her fucking, like, ID card looks like that? She's... I don't know.
오늘 이곳 본사 지하에 있는 LC의 부서에
Today,
침입자들이
intruders attacked the
집결했다.
LCE department situated in the basement of the
LCE
HQ.
전 구역이
We lost
통제불능이다.
control of the entire LCE
이것을 제외한 모든
facility.
섹터가
Oh, I guess it could have been the
에
ring
무력화되었지.
and then the middle in a different part.
정상적인 의사소통이 가능한
Any
정도로
survivor who's
생존해
conscious
있는
enough to communicate
이곳에 모인
properly is already
숫자가
here.
그 이후에는
After the attack,
격리실까지
every containment
감축이
unit was also forcibly
밖은
unlocked,
더욱
adding
혼란스러운
even more
상태.
fuel to the fire.
사면 초가야.
We are beset by foes on every side.
발 디딜
The
곳을
search for a
찾는
foothold is a difficult one
어디래?
indeed.
여기
Darn,
감시
if only
카메라만
these
전부
surveillance
볼 수만
cameras
있어도
weren't busted.
그놈들이
I'd love
지금
to be
어디에
able to
있는지
keep
정도
track of their
볼 수 있어.
whereabouts.
여러 번 말하는
As I have
중이지만
repeated
고치려고 시도
many times
중일세.
today, we are attempting to bring it back to operational status.
의도적으로 끊어진
You
전력을
speak of
보고 싶은
restoring
것이
a sabotage power grid
안경을
like it's a
닫는 것처럼
task as
쉽게
simple
말하는
as
거.
wiping one's glasses.
지금 가장 필요한
More
정보는
than
두
anything,
가지다.
we need these two pieces of information at the present.
침입자가
1.
누구인가?
Who are the
그리고
attackers?
무엇을
2.
위해
What objective
LC에
brought them to the
침입했는가? 우리가
LCE?
마주
The
앉아는
man we
그저
encountered seemed to have a one-track
명령받은 대로
mind
사람을
squarely
죽이는
set on
것에만
killing as
다른
ordered.
하지만 목적을
But there were
단순
far
습격과
too many
살인으로
threads
두기에는
that point toward a
미심쩍은 점이
motivation
많다.
more complex than infiltrate the facility and slaughter its employees with abandon.
침입자의
The
정체.
intruders are, yes,
그래.
have enough evidence to at least get a
대략적인
general
내용.
idea of whom they
유추할
might be.
단서.
설명해보게.
To
그리고 시선을
elaborate,
붙잡았다던
there's the
엄지아비로
thumb
불리는
nurse father
자.
who's stalling the red
그리고
gaze. Then there's the
연구원들을
member of the
습격한
middle who
중지.
attacked the researchers.
실제로 된
And we've
인형까지
seen
이루어보아
evidence of the ring
솜씨는
ring's
아마도
involvement too,
약점
given the
쪽이겠지.
presence of corpse mannequins.
최소로 잡아도
At least 2 or more
손가락
fingers
두
are
개 이상의
involved in
조직이
this
혼재된
attack.
사람.
The thumb, the vile
최근에
cur, the
우두머리
Kurokuma
짓을 한
clan
것들도
serfs are here? Yet this is quite
이상하군.
odd. Lady Moses, are the fingers not
모지스
hostile against one another?
손가락 걸기 따위는
Those ilk have no
치고받고
business
싸우지
coming
않고서야
within even a sleeve's breadth
하물며
of
같은
each other,
목표로
save
움직인다니.
when compelled to attend assemblies such as the Finger Bow Bell, where they oft quarrel to no end.
그래. 그러니 역으로 판단하자면 꽤
Correct.
중요한
But
목적이
consider
있어서
this
각 손가락 간부급들이
from the
특수하게
opposite
모였다
perspective.
봐야겠지.
It must be something of enough importance for the officers of each finger to put aside their differences and work hand in hand.
거미.
Spiders, or
혹은
the nurse
거미집의
fathers
아비들.
of the House of Spiders.
그들은 그렇게
That's what they're
불린다.
called.
그리고 우리는
And we've just
이미
snared
그들이
ourselves into
펼쳐둔
the web they
거미집에
spun.
손가락은
The
서로의 영역을
fingers rarely
침범하지
ever
않기
cross the
위해
line
선을
they've drawn
그어둔다.
between each other. This strange
지금처럼
entanglement
엉켜있는
certainly is a
이름처럼.
deviation.
바비들이라.
Nurse fathers, was it?
그 칭호
Seems like a terribly
의미 없이
meaningful title to
붙여지진
me.
않아. 거미집이란 곳은 무언가를 기르는군. 그것도
Then it can be
각 손가락의
presumed that the House of
간부급에
Spiders is a place to
양육이라는
raise
행위를
something,
한다.
or someone, to have such high-ranking officers of each finger gathered at one place to nurture
말이
someone.
안 되나 싶지만
One might
그
think
목적이
that
범상치
it hardly
않은
makes
만큼
any sense, and indeed
역설적으로
it doesn't.
그들이
But what
모일
if their
당위성을
purpose
보충하는 것.
itself is just as outrageous? That would, paradoxically, explain how they've come to gather.
리오슈라
Ryoshu, is it? You seem to be
그것과
inextricably
얽혀 있는
tied to
것으로
this
보이는데.
that place.
뭘 원.
If you know, you wait. Fuck. IKWYW. I thought it was if you know, but that is. I don't know. She just said, I know what you want.
괜찮다.
No need. I can
줄여말로
understand her
파악할 수 있어.
abbreviations.
하지만 나도 내가
But I
아는
can't
것을
tell you what I
가려낼 수가
know
없다.
because
정보와 기억,
it's all
전부
broken.
깨져
The place,
있겠지.
the memories attached to it.
내게 보이는
I can see how they've shattered.
모든 것을 기억해낼 필요는 없어.
You don't have to recall everything.
내가 제일
All you need to
궁금한
know
건
is
그
what
범상치
that
않은
outrageous purpose is.
그건
What is
무엇이냐?
it?
나
Me.
나를
To forge
무엇이든
me
패는
into a blade
검으로
that cuts through
만들어내는
all.
거다.
But but I left that
그리고
place
나는
behind. Shame, but that's all I have, Clock.
말하기
I
어렵다.
don't remember much more than that. Even if I
말할 수
did, it's not an
있었어도
easy thing to speak of.
말하기 시계.
Clock. Like she
저자가
said,
말한 것처럼.
and like what you've seen,
그리고
my
네가
mind is a
본 것,
mess.
나 역시 내
I have
스스로
questions of my
궁금한 게
own, but the
있지만
answers elude me.
그러나
But maybe
아까처럼
the pieces
내
can be
놈의
put
힌트로
together
뭔가
using your hints,
짜맞춰질 만도
like the one you
하다는
gave me
생각이
earlier.
그러니
So
같이
we have to
풀어내야
solve this
한다.
together, this puzzle, or
퍼즐.
this game of escape room.
거미집의 목표가
If it
너라면
is you the House of Spider wants,
본사를
then I must
침입할
ask
이유가
you to
없을
entertain this question. Why did they bother attacking the HQ? Oh?
거미집을
When you said
빠져나왔다는
you left the House
아마
of Spiders, I
탈출을
presume you
의미하겠지.
meant you escaped it.
손가락 길이의 관계성을
Members of
고려했을
different
때
fingers are hardly the kind of
사이좋게
people
모여있을
to
의인들이 아닌데
fraternize.
아비들은 너를 잃은
I said that
이후로도
weird.
거미집이란 단체를 유지했다.
Fraternize.
단편적으로만
Fraternize.
본다면
Fuck,
네
I don't know how
복귀를
to say that.
기다렸을 수도
Even
있지.
on a good day. But this alliance of sorts that they call the House of Spiders has persisted even after your departure. At a glance, it may only appear that they were simply waiting for your return.
하지만 오늘의 행동들을 보아선
But given their
그렇게
behaviors
인내심이 대단한
today,
자들로
they
보이지
don't strike me
않는다.
as particularly patient group as a whole.
이제야 모습을
In other
드러냈다는
words, I
것이
find it
수상하다.
suspicious that they decided to act
저들이
now.
절박했다면
If they were desperate, they would have made the
벌써
move long
움직여야
ago.
했을 거다. 이건 때를 기다린 거라는 생각이
This leads me to believe that they were waiting for the right time.
료슈,
Whichever is their
너를
motive,
되찾든
Ryoshu,
그게 아닌
whether
뭔가를
it is
하든
getting you back or doing
지금이
something else,
저들의
the
움직일
fact
때가
remains
된
that they have
셈이다.
chosen this particular moment to act.
저희가 만난
The nurse
거미집의
father of the
아비는
House of Spiders we
료시가
encountered,
본사
she
연구소로 올 수 있도록
made way for
길을
us so that
비켜줬어요.
Ryoshu could come to the HQ research facility.
그분이 료시
She
씨에게
harbored such
내비친
intense and
복잡한
complicated
감정들은
feelings for Ryoshu,
하나같이
but
그럼에도
I don't
료시
think
씨를
I got
죽이거나
any sense of what
데려가려는
she
듯한
was trying to
행동은
kill or
조금도
take
보이지
Ryoshu
않았던
with
것
her.
같아요.
아비들이
But she
이곳에서
said
날
that the nurse
기다리고
fathers
있다고
were
한걸
waiting for me
보면
here.
나를 보러 온 건
Clearly,
맞다.
they're here to see me,
글자 탐정.
weirdo detective.
너
Alright,
자꾸
you.
말을
Hey, what the hell's your problem?
진정하게
Be calm,
저들의
please.
대화를 막지
It is
않는
best
게
that we
좋네.
do not interrupt their conversation.
필시 저 논쟁 안에서
In
답을
intense dialogue
떠올리겠지.
shall they find and draw out the answer.
흐름을 끊지 않아야 할
Let us
것인데
not dare stem this course.
너를 자극하기 위해
It is a fair
거미집의 아비들이
assumption that the
습격했다는
nurse fathers of the House of
주장은
Spiders have attacked this place to provoke you. However,
당장의 목적은 따로 있다는 생각을
I can't seem to
지울 수가
shake
없고.
the thought that they must have a distinct objective.
요슈라는 인물만을 노리고자
They
했다면
were indeed after
이것과
Ryoshu and
지금이
only
잡기는
Ryoshu.
아니잖아.
Then, choosing this specific time and place hardly seems to serve that purpose. Once the sinners relayed my words, Moses fell into a brief contemplation and began to mutter a sequence of words.
림버스 컴퍼니,
Limbus Company,
거울,
the mirror,
유리창,
the glass window, the
구엘사,
former L-Corp,
추출된
extracted
에고,
ego,
땡케팔,
Encephalin,
신비,
psychoments,
환상체,
abnormalities, monolith, sinner Ryoshu.
이건
I can't think of too many things in the LCE
거미집의
research
목적이 될수
facility
있는
that
것은
could be what the
그리
House
많지
of
않다.
Spiders is after.
당장 쓸 수 없는
By process of
정보를 모두
elimination,
제외하면
the only reasonable answer
추측할
that
수
can be
있는 모든
deduced is
목적을
as follows.
찾는 거지.
They're here for the golden bows. So that's
결국
how it
그런
is.
결론이면
관리자님께서
The manager would like to know the location of the golden bows.
이곳의 실험실에 있네.
It's at a lab in this facility.
그래.
I suppose there's no way around
발표
sharing
내용에
the
대해서
contents of our
말하지 않았어.
presentation.
그건
It was a presentation
방금
regarding
문제
our
실험
progress in the
성과에 대한
golden bow
발표였네.
experimentation,
그리고 그 발표가
and the limited
공개될 수
group
있는
of
인원은
individuals with the clearance to access the
한정되어 있네.
contents of that presentation
지금
does not
자네들
include members of the
LCB 는
LCB. Oi, aren't we the ones risking our necks out there to collect those bows? How come we're not allowed to?
보안의 범위를
I am
결정하는
not the
건
one who
내가
decides the scope of our security.
호헨하임 씨가
Hohenheim,
우려하는 바가
your concern is
무엇인지 회사는
understandable.
황금가지에 대한 정보의 공개를
The company maintains
엄중하게
tight control over any
제한하고 있으니까요.
information regarding the golden bows.
혹여
There is no way to
회사의
know
동의
at this
없이
moment
이
what the
정보가 노출되었을
consequences
경우
of leaking this information
어떤
without the
조치가
company's
내려올지는
explicit consent might be.
현재로서 알 수
If the
없습니다.
worst comes to worst, we may
최악의
even be
경우는
subject to a memory
기억
wipe
소거다.
procedure. Unbelievable. We're stalled by some red tape at an exigent circumstance like this?
비밀스럽고 수상쩍은
What do you
회사에서
expect
뭘
from a
하려나?
company practically built on secrecy and suspicion?
그럼 감안한다고 생각하고 본론부터
Anyway,
말하지.
assuming the risks of divulging this information are understood and accepted by all parties present, let me get straight to the point. The golden bows, we were experimenting with grafting the retrieved bows onto one another.
가지를 접목한다는 것이
Grafting the
혹시
bows.
한 그루
Then-
인형으로 만들겠다는 뜻인가?
Was the purpose to combine the bows to form a singular tree?
연구자 앞에서는
Nothing slips by a
두루뭉술하게
fellow
넘길 수
researcher,
없겠고.
I suppose. Correct.
특수한
We are
환경에서
incubating the
황금가지를
golden
배양시켜
bows under a very special environment to create a sapling.
묘목을
We haven't yet managed to
만드는
graft them
중이라
together into a proper tree.
아직은 한
No,
그루로 완전하게
that horizon
접목시키지는
is in
못했다.
sight.
실험의 성과를
Today was the
사내의
day that
주요
we were to share the
관계자들과
successes of
몇몇
the
팀에게
experiment with
공개할
certain
예정이었는데
major characters
이런
and teams
사고가
within the
터져버렸고.
company until this happened. The
황금가지는
golden bows are at the
실험실에 있더라.
laboratory.
그럼 실험실에서
Then we have to
황금가지를
get to
먼저
the
찾아
lab
보호하는 게
before they do
급선무겠네요.
and secure the golden bows.
하지만
But we
섣불리
can't just
움직이기에는
waltz
이곳에
out on our
도살이나
own when
적들이
this
너무
whole
많지
place
않아?
might be crawling with enemies,
본사랑 더
right?
연락할 방법은 없는
Is there
거야?
any way we can get in touch with the HQ right now?
본사에 지원
Did
요청은
HQ
들어갔나?
even receive your support
한
request?
시간 전에
We did send a rescue
신호를
signal to
보냈지만
HQ an
명확하게
hour
닿았을지는
ago, but we have no way of knowing
없어.
whether it was received. The attackers
통신기들은
destroyed
전부
all of our
그들이
outgoing
파괴해버려서
transmitters
말이지.
earlier.
신호만 들어갔다면
As long as they
LC에게
received a
규격 외의
signal,
상황이
any
벌어졌다는
signal,
건 금방
shouldn't take long
파악했겠지.
until they recognize that the LCE is under attack by an overwhelming force.
LCA가 지원을
Assuming that the
보냈다는
LCA has
가정하에서
sent us support
그들이
units,
이곳까지
do we have an
도착하는데
estimate of how
걸리는
long
시간을
it might
예상할 수 있나?
take for them to arrive? Even if they have to navigate around inaccessible passages currently present in the facility, it should be no more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes? Then they should have been here already. They have either failed to receive the transmission, or the power outage has trapped the reinforcements in the elevators. Yeah, if it weren't for Miss Sod bringing us up to speed, we wouldn't have thought of using the back door to come straight to this facility.
그런다면 통제실에서 전력 분배기만
If such is the
재부팅해줘도
case, then we
해결될
need only
걸세.
reboot the power divider in the facility management room.
어이, 척척 박사.
Hey, Mr. Big
이 부서를
Brain,
셔ut다운
if we want to
상태로
restore the
복구시키려면
department
저
from a
돌아다니는
shutdown
뒤틀림이나
state, we gotta
환상체계를
take out all the
모조리
distortions and
제압해야 하는 거지.
abnormalities sauntering about, right? In order to perfectly restore the facility, yes, this place has been designed to be quarantined from every other department if even a single abnormality has escaped to its hallways.
깊이 생각해봤자 뭐가 더
No use sitting
나오겠어?
around putting our heads together
환상체나
then, right?
뒤틀림들이 무서운
Hey, if you
거면
guys are scared
우리가 처리해줄게.
of some abnormality or distortion, leave it to us. We'll kick their butts.
무섭다고는 한마디도 안
Nobody said they're
했는데요.
scared. I'm just
좀
saying
더
we can
신중하게
benefit
행동해야
from
하는 게
practicing a
어떠냐는
bit of
말이죠.
caution.
역시 전력 수리부터 하는 게
It'd be
제일
wisest to
현명할 수도 있네.
prioritize restoring power to the
습격자들은
facility.
어둠 속에서 더
Seems that
활기를
these
줄 테니
attackers
말이야.
are making effective use of the dark.
아무래도
I see.
효율적인 작전 수행을 위해서
Executive Manager,
인원
I'm
편제를
of the
분할하는
opinion
편이
that we must
좋겠습니다,
split our
관리자님.
forces in order to facilitate our operation, given the urgency of the situation.
우선순위만을 논하면서
The situation
시간을
looks rather
낭비하기에는
pressing for us to sit here and waste time debating what to tackle first.
지금부터 우리는
Listen up, men.
수색
We prepare for
정찰,
two
탈출을
things,
준비한다.
reconnaissance and extraction. Huh?
나가자고.
Extraction? You mean escape?
LCA
Assuming
지원이
that the
도착할 것이라고
LCA support
가정한다면
will arrive, it would
그
serve
타이밍에
us
맞춰
best to
우리도
move in
행동하는 편이
tandem with
유리하다.
them to improve our chances of
협공의
launching a
가능성이
joint attack
높아지기
with
때문이지.
numerical advantage over our enemies.
또한
Also, you have to
상황을
stay
보아하니
mobile. You've
이
held this
위치에
position
너무
for
오래
too
숨어
long. Our
있었다.
enemies will methodically kill and comb
적은
through the
계속해서
entire
이곳을
facility until
들쑤시며
they
목표를
find what they're
달성할
looking
때까지
for.
닥치는 대로
The more
죽이는데
we remain stationary, the
우리의
more
위치를
likely
고정해
we are
놓는
to
것은
encounter them.
죽을
That will
확률만
only
늘리는
elevate the
셈이다.
risk of total obliteration.
그건 말 되네.
Makes sense. Besides, the others are here ain't like us. Once they get killed, it's over for them.
거기에 더해 황금가지 또한 적보다 먼저 회수해야
Another
한다.
thing, don't forget that we have to reach the golden
무엇을
bows
하려고 하든
before our enemies do.
이 안에서는
Whichever we
해결할
end
수
up prioritizing, we won't get anything done by staying holed up in here.
그래. 그럼 우리가 다 같이 나간다 쳤을
Very
때
well.
제일 먼저
Then,
갈
if we
장소는
were
어딘가?
all to leave this
자네
place at the
말대로
same time,
황금가지의
where should we
회수나 전력
prioritize?
복구같이
We have many
한 번에
pressing
준비할
tasks,
것이 많아
as you have
보이는데.
explained. Golden bow retrieval, facility power restoration,
전력을 복구할 통제실과 실험실.
but the facility
그리고
management
손상된 회로가
room to
있는
restore the
복도는
power to
전부 멀리
the
떨어져
facility, the laboratory, and the area with the damaged circuitry are all located far from each other.
힘을 나눈다.
We divide and conquer.
황금가지의 보호,
Securing the golden bow,
시설
restoring
전력의
power, and
복구,
suppressing abnormalities to
환상체
clear a
제압을
path for
통한
their
지원 통로
reinforcements,
개척.
they're all equally
이
important,
막중한
must be
문제들을
resolved.
동시에 해결하기 위해서는 각각의 걸맞은
Concomitantly.
팀들이 배치되는
What
것이
the fuck?
낫겠지.
And to do so, we must split up into squads based on our expertise.
그래, 뭐 찬성이야.
Yeah, alrighty. We work better as a separate unit anyway.
황금 가지는 우리 LCB
The
부서가
LCB will
잡도록
be in charge of securing the Golden Bow, as our executive manager here has the ability to
근처에
detect it
황금가지가
whenever they are in
바로
proximity to one
알아차릴
of
수
them.
있는
Ooh, kind of like a metal detector. How dare you compare the executive manager to a... Huh. I'll let that one slide, given the urgency. Anyway, we would like to leave abnormality, distortion, and petechial suppression to the LCD. Gotcha, that's totally our bread and butter. How many difficult abnormalities or distortions do you have contained in this facility? Combatants of your power should have no trouble suppressing them. Suppressing most of them, save for two, however, that might pose some trouble. Take these micro-communicators with you. We use these to communicate between laboratories. While it has limited range, it should be useful enough for relaying the suppression tactic for each entity you come across. Perfect. We've secured a means of communication. As for restoring power to the facility, I would like to designate that task to the LCE personnel here. I presume you're best acquainted with the layout of the facility out of all of us? A reasonable choice. The layout of this facility is more complicated than it might have first appeared to you. That is indeed one way to describe the abysmal cable management. Please consider it but a representation of the entropic escalation phenomenon. Despite the way it looks, the setup is quite stable. Very well. Don't forget to keep each other updated. The acrid stench of smoke I'd much rather leave buried in the past keeps coming back. Don't forget, the golden bows are kept within a preservation container. Take extra care when you handle it. Okay, we've been working our butts off to retrieve those shiny twigs too. We know enough about their worth not to throw them around willy-nilly. Alright, lab's that way, and the facility management room is... What was that? There's a wall dropping down, huh? Hey, watch out, you guys! Sinclair, this way! Huh? I can't, it's too far! Is everyone alright? It seemed that a quarantine system designed for abnormality containment breaches has just been activated. That was close. The wall nearly flattened us into pancakes. We were but a breath away from disaster. Shabby thing. What a what? Waste of time? Where's Ryoshu, by the way? Manager Esquire, where art thou? Hey, I think this is the first time we've ever been so completely separated from Dante. Ugh, then we can't even afford to get hurt. I don't see any abnormalities around. Now they've taken over the security wall controls too. They've effectively forced us to split up. Not to worry, Executive Manager. This is only a minor setback. Allow me to assume command of this unit for the time being. Hello? That's the first thing you're worried about? Shouldn't you be more concerned about Dante? This has grown to be quite the predicament. Are you alright, team leader? I am. At least we have no injured among us. Let's first check who we have on each side. We've got the detective, Miss Ongdo, and me over here, and Ishmael, Rhodia, and me. Otis too. As for us, Martin, the assistant LCE team members, and the rest. The rest? Of whom speakest thou? It is a phrase used by individuals who find it especially difficult to acknowledge their betters. Me, Don Quixote, and Faust. The master keycard doesn't work either. Should be able to override the lockdown, but there's been a minor deviation, but it can't be helped. Advance according to plan. This unit, the LCD included, will neutralize any hostiles within the facility, one threat at a time. We'll assist you with finding the trail as soon as we're done repairing the security cameras. Acknowledged. The LC and Hohenheim's team will secure the facility management room and prioritize restoring power. As for the executive manager's team, proceed to the laboratory for the golden bow retrieval. Figures I'd end up with the team doing the fighting. What a pain. Alrighty, off we go. I will take the lead. The rest of you, follow me. We should get moving too, although I think just Martin and my assistant here will be enough to restore power to the facility management room. There seems to be a lack of proper structure in the generation and distribution of electricity here. It is regrettable that the facility lacks a backup mechanism to handle unforeseen emergencies of this sort. With the breadth of my responsibilities, it is only natural that I would have been too busy to be responsible for the facility's design. However, when viewed independently, the structure of the laboratory itself is... Fret thyself not over so trifling a matter, young Heathcliff. She's right. With the three of us together, we'll be able to overcome whatever obstacle that gets in our way. Probably. Should we get a move on too? Let us know if you sense a golden bow, manager bud. Okay. Heh. The two smokers of the group ended up in the same team. What are the odds? I'll never know how the others managed to pull through these working conditions without taking a puff. There was a time when I partook, but I could not find any reason to maintain the habit. Oh, there was. What did you smoke? Most things that fall under the category of cigarette. Huh. After a whole year of watching you never walk out of line, I pegged you as one of hell of a straight-laced fella. I partook in both categories of activities, those generally accepted as right and those accepted as wrong. During my time among the old League of Nine literatures, I once had an opportunity to engage in a few hits of the substance at the behest of my fellows. That was the one and only time. Everyone burst into laughter, though I found no enjoyment in smoking itself. Ha. That's always the case for first-timers. Must have been pretty intense, huh? What about you, Miss Ryoshu? When did you first start smoking cigarettes? When I was 12. Beats me. Always been surrounded by cigarette smoke ever since I was a brat. Wouldn't have guessed it any other way. It's your turn this time, isn't it? Yeah, so damn obvious that it makes me scoff. How do you feel, Miss Ryoshu, to be faced with the past that stands before you? Simple. It's exciting. All that waiting finally paid off. I noticed you haven't smoked once since this whole thing began, Ryoshu. Right. Trying to get used to staying off it. He's saying this guy, bro took a hit and he's fucking out. Red gaze, never thought you of all people would have one. Funny, isn't it? The mighty and powerful Red Gaze loses this tiny little bundle of liability from his clutch, and he's suddenly too scared to even swing his sword right. Not that I don't understand. To have an unwanted burden you can't even push aside or kill off shoved into your care. I know what it's like all too well. Well, I suppose I did want the little thing back then, but I never expected her to be such a nuisance. Lucio's been digging around, and it looks like you don't have any connection whatsoever to this half-pint here. Could it be you've got a specific use for her? It's plain that you need her for something. Explains why you're letting that dead weight tag along. Perhaps she's like my ticket. Her textbook over here. A pain in the ass you'd much rather kill off. But can't because you need it to make the future you long for come true. Aha, we sure have a lot in common, don't we? You, I know why you're provoking me with that pointless rambling. Your friends are out on a mission, and you're making sure I don't get in their way till you get up the all clear. However, just because my sword isn't cleaving across your throat doesn't mean I won't collect your little lackey's head. Keep that in mind. This should be interesting. Do your worst. I'm curious to see how long the textbook I so painstakingly crafted for my ticket would last against a color fixer. Aren't you?
나도 궁금하네.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is fucked up. Dude, what the fuck? My Blade lineage team. What are they? Slash Week? Ah, dude, what the fuck? Do you have poise? Ah, you're Tremor Bleed. Is this poise? I guess that's like technically poise. You're not poise, are you? This is cringe. How'd I like that center cut down? If you're talking about the background art, I liked it a lot. It's fire as fuck. That is a jar of candy I got there.
화점에 두지.
주인놈 뜻에
피가 범.
부선장이 필요한가? 직접 손봐주지.
The team limitations? I prefer if I had another Blade lineage ID.
그래.
Yes, to be more specific,
정확히는
it's
약자비
just the ring
혼자다.
nurse father.
신체파.
Corporism, an
인간의
art
근육과
movement
뼈로
that
수축과
utilizes the
이완을
interaction
이용하는
between human
예술이다.
bones and muscles, the
거기에
contraction and
큐비즘을 조금
elongation
끼얹은
thereof with a splash of cubist technique, it seems.
고약하고
보이시오.
Nasty. Observe closer. Do you see them?
저것들의
Writings carved into their bodies.
글씨.
Dearest, dearest daughter of ours, please pay close attention to the way the line curves. From ribs, we can make the blades keener than any sword. From femurs, we can make bludgeons sturdier than any mace. The thoracic cage has taken this prepossessing yet hardy shape of an arch to keep the heart and the lungs from harm. Preserve this natural beauty of the human corpus and do not infringe upon its primeval precise value. That is the reverence with which the act of creation must be handled, just as musicians handle a priceless instrument. Touch it, if you will. Your fingertips feel the contour of a blade along the grains of musculature, its tendons and sinews. The bones of the one most desperate for life will become a blade best fit to reap it. Indeed, it has, hasn't it? I knew from the fathoms of my heart you could appreciate the true value of this piece, Yoshihide. The care put into this piece I have so painstakingly birthed into the world is greater than that of any other work of mine. The smallest fracture and imbalance could instantly render it useless. Once this piece is complete, dearest Yoshihide, I would like for you to wield it.
그러지.
그렇게나 노래 부르.
Never got to finish that precious piece he'd always ramble about, did he?
바람구멍을 내주지.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 성신합니다. 열차 내 정리 요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한 처치를 부탁드립니다.
Make sure to read the creature's passives, 1984. I guess I will.
살을 베어내고
정리 요원 일부의 코마 상태 진입을 감지했습니다. 적절한 대처를 취하거나 열차 밖으로 축출하여 청소를 방해하지 않게 하시길 권장드립니다.
Damn, what the fuck?
벤단 4월을 건
찢어진 것같이 흐느적거리는구만.
Defense skill? Gain automated Neo Fiber.
전투응대에 나선다.
팔 하나 가져간다.
Oh, that could have been sick.
바람구멍을 내주지.
꿈을 꾸러 가. 꿈을 꾸러 가.
찢어진 것같이 흐느적거리는구만. 팔 하나
That was
가져간다.
depressing.
선택이었어, 나리!
흉터의 결과
폴린이 방금 뭘 본 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을!
전투응대에 나선다.
육척.
흉터의 결과요. 흉터의 결과요.
운전의 위대한 일격을 기록하기
죄를
전에
새겨주겠어.
이따가 버스에서 회고해야
흉터의 결과.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동의 약 14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
전투응대는 성공적이었다. 나쁘지 않은 움직임이었어.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんとご一緒できて本当に嬉しいです
된다면 사활을 걸.
육청
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 청신합니다.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Yeah, I forgot to lose the clash. I think losing the clash on turn 1 would have been really good.
잠시 무릎 꿇는 것을 두려워하지 마시게. 침 바르면 낫는다네. 이건 좀 과했나?
전투 응대에 나선다. 눈감을 준비하라.
That's unfortunate.
요원 여러분의 제압으로 성공적 상황 종료 확률이 약 4.188% 상승했습니다. 축하드립니다.
전투 응대에 나선다. 영원한 참으로
敵に対して大きな打撃を与えましょう
눈감을 준비하라.
効果的な攻撃でした
방금 청소를 수행한 요원께 W사 인재관리 부서에서 자동 승진 추천서가 발부되었음을 안내드립니다. 자세한 내용은 서면에 적혀 있습니다.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Damn, the first hit
ナン
kills.
タさんの作戦とても効果的でした
본인이 방금 뭘 본 겁니까? 엄청나게 강하게
출타의 결과야.
별것도 아니네.
敵は深手を負っています
된다면 사활을 걸.
They usually stagger when it's full unbreakable, if the center has a pretty early stagger bar. That tracks.
육살을 베어내고
Fucking Gregor and
감동적이지 않을 수 없네.
broken, or is it Yusang? I don't know.
영웅기에 이런 구절이 있었지.
Because they've been getting staggered a bit in these past two fights.
リンバスカンパニーの皆さんこの勢いに
죄를
乗って
새겨주겠어.
勝ちに行きましょう
하나 가져간다.
뛰어를 끊는다. 육청 뛰어를 끊는다.
전투 응대는 성공적이었다. 나쁘지 않은 움직임이었어. 이제 다른 쪽 집안일로 돌아가지.
정면 엘리베이터가
The elevator up ahead is operational.
호에나임군이
It can only mean that
통제실에
Hohenheim
성공적으로
has arrived at the
도착했나 보고요.
facility management room. Yo! Damn! LCA Special Operations Unit, was it? They sure know how to clear a room. Testing, come in. Oi! Give me that! Oi! Oi! You alright, mate? Ah, the heck! No need to shout into the mic, Heathcliff. We can hear you just fine. Ah, apologies. My assistant's temperament leans on the more impatient side. Sinner Otis's conjecture was correct. After arriving at the facility management room, we've been observing the hallways through the device here. The video feed's quality, well, leaves much to be desired, but the LCA has arrived. Can confirm that on this end as well. We have visual on the LCA units past the lockdown shutters. But all I've managed so far is to remove one security wall on your path. It has nothing to do with restoring the internal elevators leading to other departments. Whatever may be the case, does this mean that the wounded can now be transported to safety? Not quite. While they managed to send the LCA down here via unknown means, the entire facility has to be restored in order to return upstairs. It is indeed a relief, however. It seems that the agents have been deployed to each sector. They should be able to secure the rest of the survivors. Though I've never been one to be interested in the art of killing and battling, particularly those without even a tangential relation to research. I have heard that they are a rather formidable combat force even by the standards of the city as a whole.
정면.
Eyes forward. Oh shit. It's Poland. Right? Poland? Wait. Oh no! What the fuck? Their aura! What the fuck? They did not last long. What the fuck, dude? Judging by their appearance and gear, it is likely they are the LCA's reconnaissance specialized unit. Most likely in the same vein as the team that arrived at the Monolith retrieval mission. Recon team or not, how did the intruder manage to wipe out such a well-trained team all on his own? Hohenheim, do you hear us? Indeed. Has the LCA taken care of the situation already on your end? You mustn't step foot out into the hallway. Why might that be? I've just watched the LCA agents take down an abnormality with quite impressive precision. To suppress such a tricky entity in mere minutes, fascinating. This calls for an additional comment on its observation log. The LCA reinforcements sent to our sector. They're all dead. What? Were this battle fought in an open field, even the LCA's reconnaissance team alone would have sufficed to avoid defeat. However, this is what happens when to prey who forget that they've been snared in a spider's web. They'll never fight on even ground, always drawing their prey to locations where they have the absolute advantage. They wouldn't have lost in an open field, you say. It's meaningless to speculate over what'll never happen. Look, his prey ensured their demise by walking into his hunting ground. The man, after having slaughtered dozens of LCA agents, slowly turned around to face us, his sharp dress shoes lazily clopping against the floor. Hi, sweetheart. How did your reviews go? Hey, sweetheart. How did your training go? Same old, dull and boring. Dad, that wound on your arm. Did you do that to yourself? Ah, yes. I had to stab my opponent with the knife 38 times through my own arm. The 20th stab is where it really began to hurt. They say that the pain of burning hurts at least 100 times worse than the pain of getting stabbed. Did you know that? So when you have to take care of someone, I hope you won't use fire. Lest their death be slow, and their dying breath curses your name on their long descent into hell. Don't they deserve to watch their lives flash before their eyes in relative peace?
알았어.
Okay. Okay, he does not look like Roland, but like... he's like evil Roland, he's Poland. Come closer, you've got a scratch on your cheek. It happened during Valencina's class, didn't it? Her methods are simply too violent. She's the kind of teacher who uses the number of scars as a measure of training intensity and effectiveness. Joland. Let's take a good care of that wound so it doesn't scar, okay? Whatever. If what LCE told us through the transmission is true, then the executive manager is in danger. I'm just as concerned as you are, Otis, but we're not exactly out of the woods yet either. The security camera's feed's working again? Yeah, look, it's pointed right in front of our door, but come see if my memory fails me not, and this man's attire suggests he is... the middle? What the fuck? Bro is going ham. Bro, these poor LCA agents, what the fuck? I guess we now know what happened to the LCA in the other sector. Yeesh, this guy's practically tearing people apart. Is he shouting something? Can't quite hear what he's saying through the feed. Yoshihide. He's shouting Yoshihide, repeatedly so. I need to fight this guy. Why is this middle always gotta look so silly but cool? It's the fucking drip. Well, it's also how they act. They act unhinged as fuck. As he fills the silence between them with a boisterous guffaw. They split into a wide grin, body convulsing with laughter. What joy does this madman find in this carnage? Yeah, that's an insanely powerful kick. Flung that guy all the way to the other side of the hallway. They act just like you, that's crazy. The footage is pretty blurry, but do you think he's got a prosthetic leg? Maybe not. Guess the leg covered completely in augmentation tattoos could look something like that. Oh, are you looking at Papa's mighty bear paw? Who the fuck? What the fuck? Rodeo? Who the heck are you? Who am I? Hi, I'm Kira. Covert approach. Men, battle positions. Oh, you guys got it all wrong. You're watching my papa work, aren't ya? Don't mind me, Kay. I'm not gonna pick a fight with you guys. I'll just hang around here while you guys get the important stuff done. Carry on and watch him work. Your papa? That guy's your dad? Isn't he like super badass? Yo, did you guys see that? Gosh, that text straight up fire. So dope. I've been trying to recreate that myself, but it's not the same, you know? How's he doing that? Totally folded that guy up and tossed him like a baseball all the way to the other end of the hallway. To treat a massacre is no different from a game or sport. What a contemptible scoundrel you make. Oh bro, you're gonna end up in the book. Oh, so you're into that kind of character, huh? Sick. I'm a huge fan of him too. Did you read the latest issue of the Cloudburst Blade? There's this new character who talks just like you do. Like, lifting his bamboo hat, he goes... Wait, you don't know about the Cloudburst Blade? Aw man, I've been trying to sell it to everyone I know, but no one's interested. One of them's obsessed with training all day, one of them talks with their sword all day, one of them just wanders all over the place all day, and the other one, you know what she said? I think the story indulges in far too many illogical fallacies. What the heck kind of book review is that? Like, bro, who wastes time nitpicking about what makes sense and what doesn't when reading a comic book? Gosh, I don't think I'd ever vibe with that girl. Anywho, has anyone actually read the Cloudburst Blade? If you did, well, if I may have, but 4 hours of your time, good sir. Enough! She's so chill. You can't wait to fight her, for real. If you thought you could distract us with your nonsensical prattling, think again.
아까부터 화면에
Otis,
잡히는 게
I don't
없어.
see the middle nurse father on the
오티스,
feed anymore. If
저
she's
사람이 자기가 말한
his
대로
princess,
준자비의
then...
제자야.
Hey, kiddo! What are you doing all the way out here? Haven't I asked you not to wander too far? Drat.
무전이 더 들어오지 않는
No more transmissions. They've all gone quiet.
행복해!
Hurry! Young Ishmael! Young Otis! Wherefore doth none respond?
느낌이 좋지 않네요.
This is bad. We don't even have the manager with us. We're all in the dark.
아무래도 시설
We
복구를
must make haste and restore the facility to its operational capacity. The sooner we obtain access to the security wall controls, the sooner we can coordinate with each other.
마침 이 근처에도 소실된 회로 하나.
As luck would have it,
바로 이 방에.
bro. we should be able to locate one of the lost pieces of circuitry in this room.
이것은
These remains. The
약지
ring has
조직원의
made its mark
진화다.
here. Oi, don't force yourself
그렇게
to
많이
look so
쳐다볼
hard at
필요는
them.
없어.
아니,
No, disgust as an emotion holds very little sway over me. It's just that,
팀장님,
boss,
일일이 누구의
don't look at their faces and try to tell who's who. Right,
그래.
I lost my focus for a moment there.
계속하지.
Let's carry on.
할
What?
말이라도 있나?
Is there anything you wish to say to me?
드물게도
This is
하우스의
highly
키.
irregular, but it seems that
호헨하임의
Faust
말에
also
동의하고
expresses
있다는
agreement
생각이
with
드는군요.
Hohenheim.
뭘?
Agree with what?
이럴수록
That we must restore
빠르게
this
시설을
facility with as
복구시켜야
much
한다는
haste as we
말입니다.
can employ. Oh, fucker. Okay, which team am I gonna be doing this with? Oh, same one. Nice.
헌팅 커틀러리.
Oh, that's bright.
류슈양.
Bro ran out of energy, I did.
비껴보내어도.
Miss Ryoshu, perhaps this question of mine is one you might not wish to grace with an answer, and if it indeed is, do feel free to let it float past.
아비란 자들과
But what is your connection to these
어떤
so-called
사이였는가?
nurse fathers?
단순히 그대와 악연으로 물든
Your relationship with them does not seem to have been brewed in a mere bad blood.
방금 전 그대의
And in the
표정,
change in your countenance, I sensed a flash of something almost imperceptible.
모든 조각이 맞물려진
I haven't put all the
것은
pieces together just yet, but
그들은
they were
마이크 아비.
nurse fathers.
나라는
My
검을
fathers who
펴려네.
forged the sword that I am.
내
This better not be a focused encounter. Fuck yeah, dude! I love win rating. Well, yeah.
바람구멍을 내주지.
Even with all that, Gregor still loses the fucking clash.
열차 정리 요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한 처치를 부탁드립니다.
전투응대 나선.
육청.
워프 열차 연산 시스템이 정리 방식의 선택이 적절했음을 판단했습니다. 훌륭합니다. 유혈적 폭력 사태 발생 중. 열차 내에 남아있는 정리 요원은 신속한 상황 종료를 위해 노력해 주십시오.
전투응대 나선.
매우 효과적인 청소입니다. 워프 열차 연산 시스템은 해당 행동의 약 14%의 정리 기여도가 있음을 판단했습니다.
전투응대 나선다.
Oh, that's badass.
영원한 참으로 인도하지. 영원한 참으로
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를送신합니다.
바람구멍을 내주지. 찢어진 것같이 흐뭇거리는구만.
기회를 잡았네! 피청이는 저자를 꺾어 넘긴다면 저들의 사기가 떨어질 것이 뻔하지! 돌격하세!
벤담 사월을 건너
혈이 난자하오.
저기는 땅에 떨어졌네!
죄를 새겨주겠어.
이제 우리를 누가 막겠는가!
육척을 꺾는다.
サンタさんの作戦とても効果的でした
인간을 준비하고 하루씩 꿈을 꾸러가도록.
흉터의 결과요.
전투 응대는 성공적이었다. 나쁘지 않은 움직임이었어. 이제 다른 쪽 집안일로 돌아가지.
New. I don't even think I have lost gen. Wait, no, I do. I'm tripping.
헌팅 커틀러리 준비 끝.
Looks like we're here. It's the lab. The LCD and LCE haven't reached out again since that last transmission.
좋지 않은
We can
일이
only hope that no misfortune befell them.
관리자,
Hey, manager bud, you picking up on anything? I mean, the golden bow. If those people don't got to it before us, or if those people got to it before us, not yet. I don't think they did. Ah, is that right? I guess I should be glad we still have a chance. Hohenheim will be relieved to hear this. If the assailants were indeed after the golden bow, what could they possibly want with it? There's a stench coming from up ahead, a sickeningly familiar one. You smell something? I don't smell anything other than your cig. Oh. Gregor's like, oh! Oh yeah, you've not been smoking for a hot minute. When I left that place, I remember feeling a strong contempt for someone, maybe even awe. It had to have been.
지의 성, 마지막까지 당신 나를 괴롭게 할 생각뿐이었던 거야. 그렇지?
All along, you've wanted to make me suffer to the bitter end, haven't you? What audacity! You think I'm the one making you suffer, Yoshihide? You do realize that you've always been the one obstacle in my life, don't you? The fuck? This is the only way for us to get even. What is happening? Yoshihide, it never stops. The sufferings never end. Pinky. The sound of the fetter around my feet, rusted and heavy, how it clinks and rattles. Damn! Bro, chill, what the fuck? ISOTPITA. Insidious stench of the past in the air. What the fuck?
나는 나의 5 아비로 인해 이 세상에서 가장 소중한 걸 놓고 왔다. 그러니까 되찾아와야 한다.
다시 만나게 되어 진심으로 반가워.
Aura. Why does he look like that?
라고
Such were the words my master bade me to relay. The pinky nurse father. As my master expects not from my insignificant self. I am but a blade, rusting amid the quiet turn of nature, doomed to ever endure the dullness of today's and the emptiness of tomorrow's. We got a freak in our midst. And therein, owing to your pursuit of the spider's thread, I am once again granted a chance to carry out my master's will. Another talker. Piss off. The preparations are complete. I trust you've not forgotten the plan. The fuck?
기술이 접목된 무구라기엔 싱클레어 군의 집. 그치?
살도 피도 뼈도 내게 보여줄 예술치곤.
For an artwork meant for my eyes, its aesthetics are lacking in class. Keeping your mouth shut even in a moment like this, did he not teach you there's no beauty to be found in that? I want him here. Where is the ring nurse father?
제법 미학을 깨우쳤군. 단 얘가 무엇인지.
The meaning of AOS.
열차 내 정리 요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한 처치를 부탁드립니다.
ポールさん、こんなにも多くの悲しみと苦い記憶が辛かったんですね。
I'm back. Is this spoiler? Yes, it definitely is. Deal number of slash poise that critically hit time. Oh, he's a poise? Bro, what the fuck am I reading? In Clash against targets that aren't Ryoshi, Clash power -2. Weird. Oh, of course he has fucking flashable guards. Deal plus 10 damage to the House of Spiders. Immediately recover. No, true.
바람구멍을 내주지.
열차 내 정리 요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한 처치를 부탁드립니다.
Okay, so don't let this win a clash, basically.
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Bro, Gregor, I fucking hate you so much. You're so bad at what you do. How does bro fuck that up that bad? Like, what are we doing?
죄를 새겨주겠어.
Oh, brother. Just unopposed with Gregorium? Was he close to...
한없이 시원하게
We do a little bit of trolling.
전투응대 나서.
Oh. Oops. Oh! Ooh. I might be cooked.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를送신합니다.
At least he doesn't inflict bleed. I might be like, well, if I don't get any extra coins, I'm like turbo cooked.
벤단 서울을 건너.
Bro almost lost to a guy with 5 paralyzed. That's nuts. There's a.
皆さん戦闘の準備を。
Bro, this is some Library of Ruina OST shit. What the fuck? Bro, I might be cooked. The second phase? Bro, I might be cooked. What the fuck? What the fuck? I've deduced that this enemy looks like a pain in the ass.
벤단 서울을 건너.
Come on, Merceau, my boy, you gotta win those. I am, in fact, cooked. I think they want to kill Merceau. I get the strangest feeling. Call it a hunch.
전투응대에 나서
Why high, Merceau? What the fuck did she? What?
페이지의 마지막이면 저런 화려한 장면을 준비하고 있었지. 다른 이미 알고 있어서 아무렇지도 않아.
그러니
전투응대에
아무런 위험 없이 대처할 수 있을 것일세.
무불아.
Bro didn't need to do all that.
아직 주인놈을
The nefarious continue battle button. Bruh.
사냥 실패다. 보완할 점이 많이 보이는군.
I did.
버틀러들도 문제지만 주인놈 확실한 재교육이 필요하겠어.
This guy should have good clashing, right? What the fuck? Oh, those are all my... Yikes.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
다 온 것 같군.
I might be here for a while. Oh, brother.
유혈적 폭력 사태 발생 중. 열차 내에 남아있는 정리 요원은 신속한
전장
상황 종료를
집중하는 게
위해
좋겠고.
노력해 주십시오.
개죽을 당하기 싫다면 말이지.
벤단 사월을 건너
전투응대에 나선다.
빈틈 투성이군. 스켈레터.
전투응대에 나선다.
그 신의 한옥
시리즈의 마지막에는 저는 필요한 장면을 준비하고 있었지. 다른 이미 알고 있어서 아무렇지도 않아.
Wait, no way.
그러니 우리가 아무런 위험 없이 대처할 수 있을 것일세.
전투응대에 나선다. 무불화우.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리! 저들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군.
유혈적 폭력 사태 발생 중. 열차 내에 남아있는 정리 요원은 신속한 상황 종료를 위해 노력해 주십시오.
전장에 집중하는 게 좋겠군. 개죽음 당하기 싫. 전장에 집중하는 게 좋겠군. 개죽음 당하기 싫다면 말이지.
된다면 4월에 간다. 육천.
어떤 상황이 닥쳐도 포기하지 마세나. 저들의 공격은 우리의 투지를 깨뜨릴
Oh,
수
because he has
없을 테니.
fucking aggro. Bro, what are we doing?
전투응대 나선.
Oh boy, it's happening again.
모범적인 청소 방식을 확인했습니다. 인사부서에 해당 요원에 대한 평가를 송신합니다.
Yowza.
육천. 헐떡.
So might be dead.
잠시 무릎 꿇는 것을 두려워하지
Yikes.
마시게. 침 바르면 낫는다네. 이건 좀 아니나.
빠르게 처리하지.
That's not good.
どんなに辛い任務でも皆さんにはダンテさんがいらっしゃるのできっとやり遂げられます。
Oh wait, yeah, you're not staggered. W.
전투응대 나선.
Oh, Merceau is cooked. Absolutely fried.
빈틈 투성이군. 스켈레터.
아직 유연성이야. 넌 괜찮아. 이게 아니야.
열차 내 정리 요원에게 안내 말씀드립니다. 현재 특정 객실에서 소요 사태가 발생했습니다. 신속한
You don't have
처치를
any
부탁드립니다.
bleed, do I have any healing?
전투 응대에 나선다.
Oh
요원
boy.
여러분의 제압으로 성공적 상황 종료 확률이 약 4.188% 상승했습니다. 축하드립니다.
랜단 사활을 건다.
소생의 쓸모는 다 해서 이만
Uh-oh. Damn, that hits?
열차 내 비상 상황 발생. 상황의 통제 가능성 6% 이하로 하강함을 감지. 이 상황은 인사부서에 통지되며 정리요원 일부의 생명은 보장되지 않을 수 있습니다.
죄를 새겨주겠소. 이상이 무엇이라 생각하시오?
The stream is awesome. Thank you.
시스템이 정리
At
방식의 선택에
Suki High.
적절했음을 판단했습니다. 훌륭합니다. 우리 열차의 예정된 청소 시간이 얼마 남지 않았음을 안내드립니다. 신중하고 명쾌한 선택을 통해 청소를 끝내고 하차할 것을
He might be
제안합니다.
dead.
빠르게 처리하지.
Oh, hey.
カンテさん、さっきに踏んでたが、ただならぬ気配を感じます。
Am I supposed to just not attack here? What the fuck?
우리 열차의 예정된 청소 시간이 얼마 남지
can't
않았음을
just-
안내드립니다. 신중하고 명쾌한 선택을 통해 청소를 끝내고 하차할 것을 제안합니다.
전투응대에 나선다.
육청.
Yes, do not attack. Good to know.
본인이 헤아리기엔 쉽지 않나 보네.
아직 유한성이야. 넌 알아요.
Dumb mustache.
자비에 감사도.
Ah.
계획에 없는 행동을 삼가라고.
Refrain from any deviations from the plan.
말하지 않았어.
Has my humble self neglected to impress upon this matter many times? See?
다시아도
Fascia
두근거리기
has begun to
시작했어.
pulsate.
오랜만에
I haven't seen
떨림이야.
Fascia tremble like so in
다시아에게 대화 정도는
a
시켜줄
long
수 있지
while.
않겠니?
Why don't you give her some time to chat?
그런 사사로운
This
욕망의
plan
근처.
involves no outward expression of
이번
such
계획이
selfish
있지 않소.
desires.
맥박을 놓치며
The plan
달아오르는
that
살결을
involves
구경만
only
하는
the
그런
observation of the warming, reddening flesh while our own heart beats slow.
다시아는 거슬리나
That
봐.
plan isn't to Fascia's
힘줄이
liking.
팽팽해졌어.
Her tendons have tightened.
주인 된 자들의
Yet,
뜻에
we must
따르기
learn to
위해서는
remain tranquil before
이런
these
큰
common beats if
장단에는
we are to adhere to the
주의해
wills
주셔야
of those who are our masters.
마에스트로님의
I've always
영영
been so
되찾을 수
curious of
없는
the
아이에
maestro's
대해 늘
child, forever
궁금했었는데
lost. I learned how to read in Limbus. W me.
조형 정도는 준비해볼
Why
수
not
있지
let us at
않겠어?
least prepare him? Maquette.
뜻을
It has become apparent that this glorified executioner does not know her place. Clearly, it is about time her branches are pruned.
다행이라고 말해야 할지.
This may be our stroke of fortune. It seems that in the chaos our presence has slipped their minds. Is she even like here? Why is she like glitching?
단테, 황금 가진.
Damn. Massive L.
전투응대는 성공적이었다.
That's the end of Act 1?
이제 다른 쪽 집안일로 돌아가지.
Dude, that was sick. I like that a lot.
이 시간이야말로
Okay,
조명이
well,
빛나기에
I could pull. I shouldn't. But I could. Do I do it? Hikaru Endo 6404? Go back to chapter select? Look at the area it shows in the Canto select. What do you mean? In the Canto select? The unsevering. Unobservable. Huh. I mean, I guess that's just because, like, we're at a... what do you call it? Wait, hold on. Limbus Company trailer. But I guess that's just because we're in, what do you call it? like Limbus Company's hidden underground headquarters or whatever. June 985. So it's still only February 985. Okay, against my better judgment. Okay, well, that's all for the polls tonight. Either I get it or I don't. Oh, I got her! Let's go! I mean, I think Index Faust. Index? Yeah, Index Faust. Holy shit! Her non-uptie 3 art is really nice, actually. Oh, it's just garbage. Sweet.
오제트 감사, 시타는 나와 함께 좌측 구역으로. 탈라타, 아샤라는 건물을 끼고 뒤쪽으로 크게 돌아간다. 나머지 인원은 현 위치 사수. 자율적으로 표적을
Okay,
납박해라.
well, I ain't reading all this. Thanks for watching. This is the end of the stream.